Hello everybody and welcome to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will and today we are back with another journey into Middle-earth as we have some returning players and a couple of the people who are away doing things. Kira's not here today. She's a little bit under the weather, so she'll be joining us next week, and Josh is somewhere in England. We can't say for legal reasons his exact location, but know that he is well and safe in custody. I've said too much. Thank you, Mike, for the 13 months. Good lord, my friend. He's back. Yes, he is. And good lord, has he got a porn moustache ready for the live Jasmine stream later tonight. So, Mike, how you doing, my friend?
This is my field mustache for spending the last 2 weeks out in the middle of the woods.
Practicing to be a Dunedain.
I haven't shaved it yet. Yeah. Learning to be a better Dunedain.
Does it actually only grow in that area? Have you been?
Yeah, it only. Yeah. I just shave it to make it creepy as possible. Yeah.
I like that. That's
great.
Fantastic.
It's talent.
Yes, you are not playing Bartleby Stonefoot today. You're playing Aralan, correct?
I am. At least I hope so. Unless some drastic
something's gone wrong.
Yeah. And I'm not sure what's happening. But yeah, I should be playing Aralan, son of Avalor, who is a Dunedain ranger. From the western side of Middle-earth, moved to the eastern side, and now just all kinds of confusion.
He was a West Coaster, now he's an East Coaster.
Now he's an East Coaster, yeah. He's not really sure how to feel, what gang signs to throw up, but he knows where his heart is.
Fantastic.
Does that make Beornlings Canadian?
Yes. I think so, yeah, the closest thing too. I think so. So we have Mr. Revolver C back with us. How's it going, friend?
I'm doing good, man. I'm psyched.
Fantastic.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So talk to us about Bartleby Stonefoot.
Sure. So I'm the resident dwarf from Erebor, Bartleby Stonefoot of the Stonefoot clan. I am just a treasure hunter looking to put my name in the Book of Fame, trying to find treasures and whatnot. And yeah.
Absolutely. Fantastic. Of course, I should note you can find all our character sheets online. If we haven't already told you guys that, you can find them there. And last but not least, we have Greg back with us, Mr. Grimjack21502. How's it going, my friend?
Been looking forward to this. Had the opportunity to level up Rally, which is something interesting. He's it's like almost like the Breaking Bad version of Rally now, and the things that I can do with my medicines and herbs. So, yeah, I do play Rally Rushlight. He is essentially a cleric of the party. And can't wait to play. Had a lot of fun last week. Mike's back this week, but I think we should still have a lot of fun.
We'll have some fun. We'll try.
We'll have a little bit.
A little tad of fun, and the rest will be almost purely logistics.
Right.
Mike, I don't know if you've been watching or checking in on the YouTube comments at all, but every fucking episode there's a comment or two about logistics.
I'm gonna go reply to all of them.
Every single one.
In fact, right now.
Right this second.
YouTube.com.
And if YouTube.com/logistics, and that should take you right there. And if there isn't a comment about logistics on this episode yet, make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, to fucking go and do it now. So anyway, let's go and remind ourselves of what happened last week on the show, because Mike wasn't here, thank God, but now he's back, and we've got to tell him what happened. So yeah, let's see. Episode 6 means this is episode 7. Holy mackerel. These guys have been traveling through Mirkwood. They scouted a river barge traveling along the river, held by friends, the rivermen of Lochmere. A man named Torridon led them, gave them safe passage, and they were then ambushed by orcs, but eventually managed to make their way out to the safe haven of Lochwood with the men there. And then last week they decided to head even further west to meet with Beorn. Now, traveling with Torridon, they parted ways as they entered Beorn's lands. Torridon's currently waiting for them back with his boat back there in case they need to return. And they were stopped by a band of Beornings, led by one Brocken, who gave them a challenge in order to prove themselves. He said, if you can track down a band of orcs during the night and kill them, then you can prove yourselves that you're not messengers of the enemy, and you don't work with them. Bartleby devised a plan to drug a band of orcs with some delicious honey cakes and basically cut all of their throats in a rather murderous bout from the group. Fantastic stuff, slaying a band of orcs. They were then given entrance to Beorn's camp, but learnt that the Dark Emissary had envoys here, whom they've previously learnt is sort of working with the orcs on something. And he'd been trying to turn young Beornings away to the darkness, away from Beorn's rule, and kind of promise them this life of adventure and money and gold and treasure, which was very sort of tempting for the group of young Beornings. And so the party managed to break into the Dark Emissary's embassy during a meeting with Beorn, as he was speaking with them, and their leader, Vossler, basically denied all charges when Rowley confronted them, but very much spilled the beans after Beorn's temper got the better of him, and he started a fight with two of these gigantic, like 7 feet tall men clad in dark plate mail armor with their faces completely covered. They were sort of like men, but certainly no like race of man that you guys had ever seen before. The party had a very close fight and just managed to escape their lives after killing the two of these men. They then interrogated Vossler, this guy who was in charge of them, very much a Grima Wormtongue type figure, quivering, I'll tell you everything kind of chap. And he told them at the end of the episode that Agandawa, one of Sauron's lieutenants, was actually in command of the Dark Emissary. And so they've got some bad news, because that means somewhere in Arnor, all shit is going down. And where in the previous Witch King's lands, there's probably a lot of darkness going on there as well. So Arvaland was actually, we'll say, waiting with like Toradan for a few days, and is actually going to be arriving at Beorn's camp as we begin today's episode. But Rowley and Bartleby are already inside of it, and they have a direct ear. They have the ear of Beorn, basically, which is at times a large and shaggy ear, because he can turn into a gigantic bear to rip out people's throats when he needed to, like last episode. That's where we'll pick up today. And of course, you guys know how to interact today's show. If you haven't followed, hit that follow button and join us when we hit 40 followers in just, 7 followers time. You guys get to decide what happens next. Also, here is a tweet for you guys, 20 retweets on that tweet. And we'll have a viewer decision where you can throw a bunch of horrible orcs at this party, or you can give them some nice magic items or some aid, something nice. And of course, we are 2 new subscribers away from that as well. Thank you guys for all the donations as well today, all the Duck Post donations mostly. And of course, you can donate to a better game in this one as well. You can give players nat 1s, nat 20s, wild magic surges, and worse. But without any further ado, let's dive into our campaign. The journey into Middle-earth, and we're going to start with Arvalan. So Arvalan, it's been a couple of weeks. Remind us what you look like, my friend, if you'd be so kind.
So I have this terrible mustache.
Yes.
No. So Arvalan is slightly taller than a normal human man. He has dark hair, pale skin, gray-green eyes, and most typically he is seen with his cloak and cowl turned up so as to obscure his facial features. And a few party members, I think only was it Hardwin? Only Hardwin knows that he's actually a Dunedain, but I think Morel suspects.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Fantastic.
In a nutshell. Pro at logistics. Can't wait to get back into that.
Nice. Exciting. Yeah, I'm very excited for that as well. Fantastic. So Arvalan, you've managed to gain access to Beorn's camp, which is this large camp of Beornings who live in a fairly kind of like tribal society, but they seem very loyal to one another for the most part. Little do you know of the Dark Emissary's work that's been going on here. I'm assuming that Rowley and Bartleby would have sent word ahead that you were allowed to kind of come in and it was safe for you. Perhaps you were a little bit worried with your, I don't know, absolutely not. With your, do not let that guy in. That guy, who's he? Yeah, to potentially because of your heritage, I don't know, maybe there's something going on there, some reason that you had to stay behind.
So I think Arvalan would have stayed behind because the last thing we did before leaving the river people or before setting a course was we sent a word to King Bard about the allegiance between the river people and the Bardings. So I think
yeah, okay.
He doesn't really know the Beorn lands at all, so he's not an effective guide there.
Sure.
So feeling confident in the rest of the party, I would say he would have stayed behind to find out what word came back from the king, if any. Just to see and to like check and shore up their defenses, because they are there in the belief that they're going to be attacked soon by this dark emissary.
Indeed, indeed. No word comes to Torodan's little boats, and after a couple of days of waiting, you think, if there is word, it's most likely going to be at Beorn's camp. And so you decide to kind of head in there, given the green light, and you're led by this quite wolfish man in many ways, named Brocken, who's this big sturdy fella, and he basically sniffs you on arrival to see if you're okay, and seemingly having the scent of Rowley and Bartleby on you, mostly Bartleby, you are allowed into the bustling camp. You notice that there is an area in which there's like wolf dens, and it seems like there are people who have been thrown in there, and you're not exactly sure why, but as you're kind of led up into this sort of large camp area, you meet with Rowley and Bartleby, who are waiting for you. I guess you guys have like lodging, so Brocken would show you to that. What would Rowley and Bartleby be up to at this point?
Well, to meta this a little bit, Will, you said that at the end of last session that because of our activities with Beorn, everything's a sanctuary now, correct?
Indeed, yes.
Okay. So to use the fellowship phase mechanic, which allows us to do special things in a sanctuary.
Indeed it does.
I would like to attempt to remove some shadow from myself. I have to make a Wisdom Insight ability check,
Nice.
a DC 13.
See it.
So,
for those who don't know, because Adventures in Middle-earth is by Cubicle 7, it has, based on the D&D5E rules, but it has some unique ones to it. We're currently in what's known as a phase. We're in a fellowship phase, which basically means these guys are in a safe place. They get to do some extra things and activities. They could like craft weapons, they can work on different things, and because they're in a safe place, Beorn has given them refuge. It's known as a sanctuary, which means they can do extra things, like trying to remove shadow, which is a little bit like corruption, if you think similar in games like Dark Heresy, where you accrue corruption points. So unfortunately, looks like on a 11, Rowley is unable to remove some of the taint of shadow from within his being. And you often gain shadow by being in particularly shadow-infested areas such as Mirkwood, or seeing particularly bad things like wraiths, of which the group of you have seen both. Okay, Bartleby, what would you be up to?
Just like if there's anything else I can do in a sanctuary. I know you can remove shadow. I don't have any.
Sure, there is a list up there. I mean, pretty much what would Bartleby want to do, and you can go from there, really.
Yeah. Well, after saving Beorn and taking care of like the shadow emissary and all that stuff.
You do
honestly,
have that friend, Corlin, the Beorning.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know. I'd probably just go to the tavern again and just kind of wait, like, because we know where Radagast is, right? He told us where to find him. So I'd kind of just, prep up like travel supplies, and then, kind of wait for them to head out.
Okay.
To go see Radagast.
Yeah. Okay. So, Arvalan, you kind of walk in to what looks like it was once a large kind of embassy building, but it's now been kind of like cleared out for the group of you. There's sort of like weapon racks, there's armor racks, there's like medical supplies, there are bunks and beds, there are individual rooms for each of you. So this is a hall which could fill like 20 warriors to live in, and it's just been handed over to Rowley and Bartleby, and you're somewhat interested in how they've managed to get that to happen. There's also a couple of bloodstains on the floor.
Yeah, we kind of made a mess of the place.
So
good.
Yeah, he would see who is in this room.
Rowley and Bartleby. Brocken, this man who's been very gruff and said about 2 words to you, just kind of like shoves you inside.
So he walks in, looks at the situation, sees everyone sort of relaxing, and then he walks straight over to Bartleby. And he says, "What did you steal now?"
What? Is that a dwarf comment you there?
No, it's a thief comment. You stole from the Elf King. I can only assume that you've stolen from Beorn himself.
I'll kind of like cross my arms and like
How dare you accuse me of such things?
And then I'll kind of like turn my head and not tell him anything really.
So how much blood is in this?
I mean, it's
embassy?
like some like you can tell it's been like scrubbed at. It's just not all of
Okay.
it's gone away. It looks like there was a substantial amount of blood at one point, like a person's
Yeah.
blood.
He looks at it. He looks at it again. Looks at the blood. Looks back at Bartleby and says, "You know, perhaps I judged you aggressively. I don't think they would give you such nice accommodations if you had stolen from the Beornings. What is this? Why are you here? This is massive for 4 people."
Well, you see, Beorn was being manipulated by a worm-tongued fella.
What was his name?
Vosler.
Vassilar.
That's
By
Vosler. So
Vaseline, yeah.
Vaseline. Yeah, that's his name. Yeah.
he and his troop there, they were trying to get the Beornlings to fight for the Orcs. But, well,
And then I'll kind of like flex my arm, like,
but I took care of it.
I don't believe a word of that. Well, the last bit. I don't believe the last bit.
Well, it's the truth. You could go ask Rowling. I'd say ask the elf, but she's gone missing.
Well, that's like her. Rowley, what he says at all true? Any bit of it?
Not just a bit, boy, every word.
Even the him fighting part.
He fought. I fought. The elf lass fought. We all fought. We killed. We've become favored among the Beornings. So glad you could make it.
Yes, well, good timing. That's what I say.
For you.
Do you have any news about the king?
I have none, as a matter of fact. No word came. But I received a letter from you saying we had safe passage into the Beorn lands. What is this? What did you fought? Whom now?
There was
I don't know what they were, but they seemed.
would I be able to tell if they were corrupted by like shadow?
There's definitely
Like,
essence of shadow on
yeah.
them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were definitely corrupted by the shadow.
They?
Aye, the emissary that were with you. The ones we made quick work of.
You made quick work of the Dark Emissary,
Aye,
the leader of the Orc camps. to the east.
aye.
No.
Where?
One of his emissaries.
An emissary of an emissary.
A sub-emissary, if you will.
Sub-emissary.
Submissary.
Submissary.
Where you see here,
And then I'll pull out like a whiteboard and like,
here's the emissary right here. And then,
Arvelon is
I love
incredibly intrigued
He's
by
got a
this.
PowerPoint presentation ready, like
Yes.
click, slide
Rowley
one.
runs over, grabs the board, and shatters it to the ground. No! We will not begin this.
It's actually a Palantir.
Where would you put... Now, if you had a cart and a boat, 3 bodies... That's gonna be the running joke of the entire campaign. So, what are we doing here?
we're waiting for Beorn to tell us the whereabouts of Radagast. He told us where to find him, but the quickest route we're still waiting on. And
Brocken's still kind of out the door, and he's like, on that note, you can come with me. There's that meeting with Beorn.
I'm just waiting to recover my wounds from battle.
and I'll like kind of lift like my tunic, and there's like a like a stitching of like a sword wound.
Well, it appears you at least took a blow. Well, I guess the 2 of you here, I have something that I wish to discuss with you. He kind of looks puzzled at his own response.
Brocken like closes the door. I'll be outside.
Yes, I will catch up with you. Rowley. And he goes into his pouch and he pulls out a wrapped up thing. It was kind of like a map scroll. And he starts to unfurl it. And you notice that it's the flower that you guys took from Nestrian's grave. And he hands it back to you and he says, I did some more research on this, the Elf King's lands. This is a potent magical item that can find, well, it's believed to be able to find the body of Sigurd, upon which is the sword, well, again, believed to be the sword he set off looking for, that would strike a blow against the darkness. However, he went deep into what was Arno, past the Beorn lands and far away from our target. Have you heard of anything like this? Any of these myths ring a bell to you? You too, Bartleby. I know you studied the Halflings books.
Yeah, go ahead, Rowling. I probably wouldn't know anything, but I could probably do like a history, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, you can roll if you want to know.
Will, what would you like me to do here? Lore? Is that?
Yeah, that works. Yeah. Faux show.
18.
Nice. Yeah, you know.
I'll
Yeah, go
shake
ahead.
my head and shake my head. I don't.
You've heard.
I
of
don't
it.
know much more about the elves than what I already know.
Fair.
Okay, what would I know then, Will?
Just about the elves.
About the story. Was there anything? That's what you asked, right? Was there anything more to the story that
Okay.
of the rose leading
I
into?
think you'd done some research into that. I feel like there were some roles before about whether or not you knew much about it. We'll say that you remember something else. I can't remember how much Rowley himself
so I
knows.
researched it the first time.
I know
Rowley,
Aralan did, yeah.
That was one of the times that Rowley was not here.
Okay. Okay. So maybe you've heard this from what's her name? Philandra. She would have told you that, it's a love story between Nestrian and Sigurd. He went off to the west trying to defeat a monster. The rose is her sign of eternal love, and it's rumored to be able to take one to the sword of Sigurd.
Okay, there'd be no additional ways to use it, the ways to activate it. Maybe
No idea. Yeah.
No type of riddle roll or anything like that. I could.
You could examine the flower, but from what you know currently of the history, it's lost to centuries. It's not kind of common knowledge that you'd know.
Okay, so can I begin maybe a long-term type of thing here, Will, where when we have some downtime, I'll just examine the rose. Maybe
Sure.
catch a glyph, or look at it in the moonlight, or do all the Middle-earthy things to see if something happens.
Sure.
Okay. The other question I had was, and I didn't know, since this is a sanctuary and since we kicked ass last week,
Indeed.
for Beorn, would he become our patron?
It's possible he could. At this point, you're friends with him.
Okay.
Patronage would be quite a big sort of investment for Beorn. It's certainly something. If you do lots of good jobs for Beorn, then he decides wow, these guys are really great. There's still a touch of distrust. Beorn's really not a trusting guy at all, but so that's definitely something to work towards.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can take the rose and kind of take a look at it if you like.
Sure. Do you want me to do one now, like an investigation? Or?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
That was awesome.
Oh
Nail it.
yeah.
This is a rose.
You just crush it in your hand.
I'm fairly certain this is a flower.
His mailed hand just rips his flower.
Arvalon immediately kills you.
No, wait, Will. I'm
then
gonna
himself.
bust something out here since I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we are at the end, we're in between phases. I'm gonna bust out of memory and old tales, which allows me to re-roll a failed skill check.
Nice. Good idea.
I think it might be that time. Not
That's it.
much better. But
Not much better. It's not terrible. So you learn
it's a start.
yeah. So you learn that you basically are not a wizard, and this is definitely some kind of magic, which means wizard needs to look at the rose probably, which confirms that Radagast is the man to speak with. This is beyond any of you.
That's convenient because we also need to speak to him. So
That is convenient, isn't it?
it's
All right.
like it's part of the plot.
Almost.
It's like someone planned this out.
Oh my god. There's a Dark Lord at work, and his name is Will.
Let's go talk to Beorn then, so we can not piss him off. Unless we have something else.
No, if you motion towards the door, he just looks to you. Aralan looks to you and says, "I don't know the Beornings at all, so I will let you do the speaking here. I hold no sway here."
Okay. So, safe to say, for the sake of argument, that Aralan is caught up on last week's events. So there isn't too much, what's that? What do you mean? And explaining things again. So yeah, you head up to Beorn's house along with Brocken. And he says, on your best behavior, of course. And lets you inside. He particularly eyes up Bartleby, who he's probably heard as, you probably smell the alcohol on him at this point. As he's been, in the ale house for a good few hours every day. And lets you inside to say Beorn, who is a very large, very intimidating man with quite a furrowed brow at almost all times, which does seem to deepen a little bit more as he sees you, in particular as he looks at Aralan. And he's currently seated on just a big chair. It's not really a throne, but he stands up and he says, "Greetings, friends. It is good that you are all well, I hope."
Yes, Lord. Thank you for the accommodations.
Good. Pleasantries out of the way, then. Who is this new friend of yours? You said he was a ranger. He looks at Aralan.
May I present Aralan, son of Arvalor. He is one of us, and were he with us on the day, he surely too would have fallen on your enemies. You can count him as you count us.
He eyes Aralan up and down.
Yeah, I don't know what the Beorning salute or the appropriate Beorning action would be, but he does whatever his best interpretation of that is. Probably something like what the elves or Bard do.
No, it's a dab.
Yeah, just a sweet.
It's just a sweet dab. Yeah. Looks like we've got Josh joining us. Fantastic. As I mentioned before, for legal reasons, we can't say where Josh has been. Only that he is here now, and any former charges against him are completely unfounded. And we did win a case, right, Josh?
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
Yep.
I mean, that's what I've been instructed to say.
Yes, that is the official line. And everything's fine. So you can. It'll be fun. So we'll get Josh's camera in here in just a few moments. So you guys end up Beorn. To catch up, Josh, we're just meeting with Beorn today. And he's asking, what up? And Mike has just dabbed. So that should pretty much bring you up to speed. He says, do you have any word, Ranger?
Any word, my lord? On what?
He kind of does a little shrug. I was hoping it'd be useful.
I'll kind of chuckle.
I believe everyone was kind of hoping it would be useful, but what word are you speaking of? Word from where? From whom?
He says, I am particularly interested in word of the Dark Emissary.
No, I am just learning of the attack on your fair city. The defenses that my friends came to.
I see. He gives you a long look, and I don't think he's met with Hardwin yet, so let's all say Arvlan and Hardwin. Was Hardwin there last week? No. Arvlan and Hardwin are traveling together. And says, and you? They said you were Hardwin.
Aye.
He looks for more than that, yeah.
Yeah.
He is a man of few words, unless you bring up bolts and carts, and then hours.
Hours and hours and hours. Hardwin looks at him like a man who is still loading his character sheet and has entirely forgotten what's going on and is very confused and has only just got home from work. But with all of that, he
He
puts that
understands.
aside. He buries that deep down. And, rough day, Beorn.
Yeah.
And he just says, I am Hardwin, son of Herwin. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I've heard great stories about you, Beorn.
He says, and I understand you are a man of the White City.
He nods, but almost winces at that and says, I was. It's been a long time since I've seen the White City.
Turns
I hope to
towards.
see it again before I die.
He nods, turns to Aralan, and to who do you owe your allegiance?
I owe my allegiance to King Bard.
He nods. Then it will grieve you to know there is dark word from his lands. Earlier I received a letter. There are movements of enemy forces within Bard's lands, and rumor has it they move towards the Elven Kings. Brandwell will get what's coming to him, it seems.
This is dark news indeed. You asked about the Dark Emissary. I believe this is part of his work as well. From what my allies tell me, the man you fought, or the being you fought here, was just, I believe they called it a sub-emissary of this Dark Emissary.
He,
Is a light gray emissary, if you will.
like, that's more of a light grey. He nods and says, I'm only now learning the extent of the evil which the Dark Emissary has brought to my lands.
I believe this being is called New Grog.
New Grug. Then you are useful, Arvalan, son of Avalor.
Occasionally.
And you tell me that you wish to seek out Radagast. I can tell you he will not help you in any war. If it's aid you're looking for, then I would suggest other forces, perhaps the men of Rohan. Even further west, perhaps you'll find friends there. But a wizard does not want to meet with ones such as yourselves. Not unless there is some thing of great import.
The men of the Southern lands have proved less than useful in the past. However, Radagast has knowledge. You speak true. I don't think a wizard would aid us in a war, but he may have valuable information that we could use.
In my experience, my lord, little as it is with wizards, by tales and memory, they've been known to stop wars. Perhaps Radagast could help us with that.
It seems that war is already afoot amongst the Elven kingdoms, but Brocken will send you along the path to meet with the wizard. But whether or not he will see you is not something we have control over. He would not even see with me.
My lord, I know that your dislike for the elves, you saw how our companion Merle fought. Would you ever consider, at some point in the future, should the elves prove themselves to you, thinking of joining forces with them?
One elf is not the same as Brandwell's nation.
One goblin is not the same as a million.
He says, I'm not so blind to see that there are not enemies on our doorstep. In times of great need, then alliances must be formed. But until I know more, then I cannot look weak to my people. Making alliances with elves is a last resort as far as we're concerned. But if it comes to it, of course, we will consider it. And he says, Brocken will lead you there, but there will be dangers, I'm sure. You have traveled to Mirkwood already, so you should be prepared for it. And bands of orcs, they still litter our lands. I would be wary of running into any. And he's seems to be done. Unless there's anything else. There is important work to be done.
Aye, my lord. Blessings to you and your people. May they smell and kill many orcs.
He grins. And kind of dismisses you with just by not looking at you anymore, really. No longer paying
a
attention.
little meta. Can we re-equip ourselves here? I
Yeah.
know that we did a little bit last week, but that was before we got into a massive fight.
Yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned, there's like weapons and arms racks at your place. So it's reasonable if you want to pick up a new weapon or a piece of armor that you could do so.
And herb-wise, I can like restock. I'm allowed to carry 5 uses of it now, I think. So of each one.
Yeah. Yeah, you have that friendly alchemist.
Yes, I do.
Who's been stocking your place. So unless anyone has any more questions or thoughts for Beorn, Brocken's at the door.
No, I'll kind of take my leave to Brocken.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So Brocken's there. So when do you want to leave? Gotta find a wizard, been told, so I gotta sniff him out. Through the Mirkwood's not gonna be safe. Orcs are
Well,
worse out
that's
there.
what makes it fun, eh?
Yeah, guess so. But my duty is to remain here, and this is taking me away from it, so I'd appreciate it if we can make it quick.
What is the safest pass?
He says, sticking to the road, as per usual, but not much of a road round there. We'll follow as far as we can, and then, well, follow my nose.
Then path set before us.
Just gotta tell me when you want to leave, and what you want to take with you. I'll be at the front gate. And Brocken leaves, leaving the group of you together.
Well,
Yeah.
lads, the wheels keep turning.
I want to leave the dog that we found last game here to like my bar friend that I made last session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His name was
I'd
Crolin.
probably-
No,
yeah,
Colin.
I'd-
Colin.
Colin.
Yeah. I'd probably leave the puppy dog I found with
Yeah,
the
he's like,
close to him.
I'll take the doggy if you don't mind.
I here to make a fine hunting hound or something. Just don't eat them.
Okay. A little dog gives you a big lick, and
Kind of like
heads off
rub
with
its
Colin.
head. You know, like,
Mhm.
"Ah."
Get out of here. I'm not crying, you're crying.
The dog walks away sadly into the distance to the tune of Into the West. Yeah. What can you see? And he goes. What about the rest of you guys? And extraordinarily quiet tonight, you guys.
Arvalon is like he just got here, so he's still ready to sort of go. Like he doesn't have anything in this town to do, so he's ready to rock and roll.
Okay. Yeah, Alvin's kind of bowled up, and now he was ready to peace out. So a hard one, I guess.
Yeah.
And Rowley's all set to go.
Yep, let's go. Fired up.
Fantastic.
Yeah, do we get our equipment after we leave the gates? Because I know
Yes.
weapons and armor weren't. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have been given sort of like special status once you'd been sort of befriended of Beorn, where you're allowed your weapons. But anything that you had left behind, Brocken will hand over to you, and he starts to sort of travel with you guys. And sometimes, during the day, he's like totally normal. Sometimes he will end up transforming into a bit more bestial version of himself, sort of traveling on all fours. But the journey ahead of you into the forest of Mirkwood will take some time. But by no means is going to be the longest journey that you guys have ever taken. I mean, the journey from one side of Mirkwood to the other is going to take a lot longer, although you don't know specifically exactly where Radagast is. You're just going based on Brocken's smells, basically, and trusting to him.
How does he smell?
He smells like a
Just
wet
like
dog most of the time.
Ah, wonderful.
Yeah, smells like a wet dog, which is comforting to Bartleby, seeing as his puppy has left him. But yes, the group of you are traveling. So, Brocken's leading the way. He is being your sort of guide in this mission, I suppose. So you're headed to on the same map as me. No, let's bring out the sexy map. Darling. You're kind of like middle sort of Mirkwood for Rosgobel. You think roughly in sort of this sort of area, close-ish to Dol Guldur, and you guys know that that's going to be a probably particularly quite dangerous place to be in, seeing as the Wraith has been in that area, or seem to be headed towards that at least. So, I will make a roll for our good friend, Mr. Brocken, who will be acting as your guide, seeing as Aralan doesn't need to.
He's shit.
He's shit.
Oh,
Actually, the worst.
sad.
We literally discussed this earlier. Mike, you are crap.
Ooh. Okay. Cries internally. Keep it in.
That was our best guide.
Yeah, I was
roll
going to
so
say
far.
cry internally.
Yeah.
For God's sake.
Yeah, yeah. just whatever you do with your feelings, just make sure you bottle them up. That's
I want to see that.
Deep down.
that's
in there.
rule number one of being English.
kid.
It's just whatever you do, just lock it away somewhere. Throw away that key. Do not dare to feel. Yeah, so you you travel along, and you have a fairly kind of auspicious outing with Brocken. You're feeling kind of good, but it's not long before you're once again in these sort of murky canopies of the Mirkwood. And you know this area to be particularly dangerous because you saw the Barrow Wraith and his companions head southwards to what you suspect would be Dol Guldur, and you're not far away from that ancient citadel as you're entering into the forest with Brocken. I'd like our lookouts to roll a perception check.
Well, I was just going to mention that Rally now has a passive perception of 17.
Pretty good.
So, do you need me to? Can I keep the 17, or do you need an actual perception?
I do need rolls for this apparently.
Okie dokie.
Thanks to our journey phase.
Will a 23 work?
A 25. Not bad at all. So you guys are traveling through the first sort of stages, first canopies of the Mirkwood, becoming once again accustomed to the darkness and the gloom of that area. Rowley, you spot a series of webs on a tree. And now you'd be familiar with the idea of the Mirkwood spiders, certainly made famous by the book which Bartleby so enjoys, Lair and Back Again. But you're the first one to kind of spot these webs. Thick and sticky.
As soon as I spy them, I, quietly call for everyone and direct their attention to the canopy where the webs exist.
I'll kind of like shudder.
Ugh, hate these damn spiders.
How do we get around them?
Arvalon immediately draws his bow.
The hound, Brocken says, well, if we want to go around all of this, it's going to take us much longer. You pass through, it's going to be dangerous, eh? Just got to make sure not to tread in any webs, should be fine.
I don't think we have the luxury of time on our sides, lads.
If there's a war going on with those elves, you sound like you're pretty worried about all that.
Fire deals with the webs quite well, but the trees less so.
Well, just keep your wits about you.
Alright, so everyone can...
I'll also draw my bow too.
Nice. Everybody can roll
Radagast,
me
you're up.
a like a dexterity save to avoid all webbings.
Oh, buddy.
Nailing it. Guys, I'm back.
I'm back. Oh wow! And
Dude.
you bring the luck with you. You bring everyone else down alongside you.
That's what I'm here for. Bringing the room down.
There it is.
Yep.
There it is. Literally, you can see how things get worse the longer Mike is around. At first, it's a 10, like perfectly average, and then it just goes downhill from there. So slowly at first, but then gaining momentum, things go downhill. Yeah. So the group of you all get like stuck in webbing, basically. You're like creeping through, and then one of you is stuck, and then the next one of you is stuck, and then you trip over the person in front of you, and then you all
We
kind
all
of like
fall into each
You
other.
all fall into each other in a big wobbly ball, and you guys find yourselves like quite literally like these webs are so sticky and strong that you guys are actually stuck to them, and like it's really difficult to move, really difficult to move without like making too much movement. And of course, by the time that you fall into them, you've already made quite a lot of movement. And
I'll
you guys
kind of
are
yell
in
for
it.
Brocken, be like,
Lad, can you help us up here?
And I rolled Brocken's dex.
1.
Oh, it's not so bad. Yeah, that really should be the pattern, shouldn't it? Just that one. He says, wow, you guys are really stuck in there. How do you want me to get you guys out?
Exactly. Great.
yeah, I don't know if he can reach it, but
I got a dagger in my boot. Feel if you can grab it from there.
He goes and grabs your dagger and starts like hack you out of this thing, but it's like trying to cut through like really tough ropes, and you guys hear a kind of scuttling from above. That's not good. That's not good.
Nope, the faster you get us out of here, the faster we can keep moving. Let's go.
So he begins to start, like hacking you out as fast as possible.
As he's hacking us out, Will,
Yeah.
I start handing out bottles of little vials to everybody, the other 3 guys.
Okay.
Drink it quick.
You guys get a chance to drink it?
Aralan drinks it.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know how entangled I am, but I'll drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a derivative extract of the moss known as Shadow Thorn. It will give you advantage against poison saving throws.
Ooh.
Nice. Very nice. So you had these out, and he just managed to get him down, and Brocken just manages to cut you free, Bartleby, as you see coming from above these spiders, and they're pretty big. They're probably the size of like a car. With their big legs, furry, hairy legs that are kind of spindling down from the sort of abdomen from which the web is being spun as it's moving. It's kind of spinning with its legs and coming down towards you. And there's a whole band of these guys that are kind of creeping in down. And you hear like and they're descending on you guys. Bartleby is free, but no one else is yet at this point. And it's time for us to roll initiative. All right. So, call out these initiatives once you get them, guys.
18.
Thank you.
15 for Bartleby.
Thank you.
9 for Rowley.
There it goes. Yep. Rowley 9 and Hardwin.
One
You
sec, sorry. Ah.
Nobody's. All right for spooters.
Hey.
There
bring
it
back
is.
up.
Wow. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Bringing it
Give me
home.
a second to just casually nat 20, guys.
16
No
for these
big deal.
guys. All right. Alvin's like, hey, I wonder what will handle spiders. Yeah. If you guys missed last week on Alvin's game, which I continue to just steal everything from. In fact, we're playing tomorrow. We had a spider encounter, and the answer then was fire as well, actually, which may be the answer now. So the turn order is Aralan, followed by the Spooders, Bartleby, and then Rowley. Fantastic. There you guys for the hosts. So Aralan, you're trapped in the webbing. You can roll a strength save to get out of this thing.
Am I not going fast on a nat 20?
Oh, you're on a nat 20. I forgot to write you down. I knew that was someone I missed out. I was like, there's 4 names on this. So Hardwin, same situation. You're trapped. You can roll a strength save to get out, and that's pretty much it.
Josh, you showed up late, you skip your turn. That's how it goes.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you. How dare you, do work and stuff. So strength save to try and rip myself free.
Brian,
Yep.
rip your bodice and body. Primarily
cool.
bodice.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to do just that. And I have a knife, which I'm going to draw. Does that give me any advantages to...
I mean, you actually need a knife to cut yourself out with this thing.
Fair enough.
Pretty
18.
good. Yeah, luckily you don't just rip your bodice off and remain webbed. You actually manage to rip yourself free and kind of hack away at these things, using your action to be freed from these, what you can tell are now 6 or 7 spiders coming towards you. They look very fucking hungry. That is Arvalan's turn. I guess you want to move, maybe Hardwin, sorry.
Hardwin, I'm gonna stay close to everyone. I mean, these guys are, we're all on the floor, I presume. We haven't fallen. Yeah. In which case, I'm gonna stay close to Rowley.
Okay. Yes, Arvalan.
Yeah, he is also going to pull his boot knife out and try to cut himself free. And likely fail miserably. You just need a strength saving throw?
It would, I do.
There's a knife in my boot.
There's a snake in my boot.
Nope, he's still there.
No, there's not a snake in your boot. There's a spider on your
There's
face.
A spider on my face.
Yeah. You're trying to cut yourself free, but you're kind of panicking at this point. Like, you see it descending towards you. It's kind of looking to eat you all up. It's the spider's... Oh, fantastic. It's the spider's turn. So... How did you think anything else but this would happen, Micah? They'd trap you in a web and then just eviscerate you with 7 spiders. Yes. So the spiders are going to take their move towards you. No, we're not seeing a battle map on the stream. Togar, I'm currently organizing 15 games of D&D a week. I don't bother mapping anymore. It's just too much. Yeah, the spiders are going to use their move to come down towards you guys, and they are going to make some attacks. First of which, Ava, in which they get advantage on you because you're all webbed up, my friend. You're about as webby as Spider-Man free. And you're going to take a... Oh, no, that's advantage. 9? 9?
Nope, a 9's not going to hit.
All right, let's try again. How about a 12?
Nope.
Okay. And one last time, just for luck, 23.
That one will hit.
He can only escape me for so long, guys.
You got me.
I have 7 spiders. Fantastic. So it is going to ask you to take 4 damage and roll a Constitution saving throw, which is poison-based, so you should have advantage on this.
Yeah, +2, by the way, because you have the potion that you drink.
Advantage and +2?
Or is it just advantage?
It is... You asked me too quick. Just advantage.
Just advantage.
Oh,
So
I thought I said +2.
16.
I think last week was +2 damage, so that might be the confusion.
So a 16.
16 is a save. You're not poisoned.
Damn right I'm not.
Damn right I'm not. Bartleby is free, so they're actually only going for the ones in the webs at the moment. They seem to pick on the easy targets first. So, Rowley, a natural 20.
That's gonna miss.
That's gonna miss. That's gonna be a miss. Yeah. Rowley takes.
Hold on, one sec. Is it going for Rowley?
It is going for Rowley.
I impose disadvantage on that attack.
Okay.
Because I can. Because I have defense. So I slam a tower shield between you and the squishy motherfucker.
Nice. All right, let's give a disadvantage on that one. Although, yeah, I guess it would be a straight roll because he's webbed. You're still webbed, aren't you, Rowley?
I give disadvantage.
You give disadvantage, okay.
I put myself between me and the...
It's a 6, so he saves. So Rowley kind of comes towards you, and you see it's coming in, just about to like rip your face off, and a big kind of boom, tower shield comes down in front of you, like what? And instead there's a face full of shield in
Rowley.
your grill. Fantastic.
Thank you, lad.
Next one's going in at Rowley for a 17. Guessing that's a hit.
That's hits, yes.
Fantastic. Which is 3 damage and Constitution. Minimum damage here on both of my damage rolls.
15.
15 is a save. Fantastic. Oh no, another 10 spiders come along. No, I'm kidding. Hardwin, there are 3 of these guys left. They're going to attack you and your web, so they have advantage unless you've got anything else. 21.
You saying against me?
Yes.
He's out of the web.
I'm out of the
You're
web.
out of the web, you're right. So it's a 9 and then a 21, and the last one is a 19.
19 misses, 21 hits.
Oh, okie dokie. So you're going to take 5 and Constitution save.
Con save, advantage is 20.
Me too, voltage. Fantastic. 20 is a save. That poison save going in invaluable. Bartleby, it's your turn.
Yeah, seeing how Hardwin is kind of protecting Rowling, I'm gonna try to jump on like one of the spiders' backs and just like start stabbing the one that's fighting Arvalon.
Nice. Okay, cool.
So,
Do it.
19.
19's a hit.
And do I get sneak attack damage? I don't think it counts as flanking because he's webbed.
Yes, if he's webbed, I don't think he counts as an ally because he's not in combat. And there may be some actual math involved in that rolling. Let's say you get sneak attack at this point.
Okay, so I did 3. Does a 12 hit?
A 12 is not a hit.
Okay. So, then,
There might be, God forbid, some actual rules in that.
so 8 damage total to that spider.
Nice. 8 damage on Spooter on Arvalan. Fantastic. He's not dead. Doesn't like it though. Doesn't like it
Yeah, and
one
I'll be
bit.
kind of like riding the back, like yeah.
Yeah, you're going full like Merry and Pippin on the troll in that Mori. Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Cool. That is Bartleby. Rowley, your turn, my friend.
I guess I am going to try and get out.
Good idea.
So you said that was a strength check?
That is a strength, yeah.
Third.
13.
Is that your strength check or your strength? Because
That's my strength check, so.
Yep, you're looking for dead on 13.
There we go.
So you're safe. You're free.
Because I accidentally clicked on my dexterity to like the right of the character sheet. There's like the saving throws. It could influence it. I don't know.
Yeah, you are looking to make. Yeah, okay, cool. That works. Either way, 13's good. So you burst free, and I think everyone except Arvalan is free of webbing. Yep. Seems like maths.
Everyone apart from the shit one.
Yeah, we'll keep him there. That is Rowley's turn. Top of round 2, Hardwin, your turn. You got 3 spooters on you.
Do these spiders look like do they speak in a language I can understand? Could I just give them Arvalan in exchange for
Yeah, just barter him away, yeah.
like this is my plan. No,
They speak Mike language, the universal language.
Josh, we
Raoul-
had this great bromance going between Hardwin and Arvalon, and now you just ruined it. You're trying to give me the spiders.
We
yeah, no,
did.
but I haven't spoke to Arvalan in quite some time. I have, however, spoken to Mike recently, and
Fair.
just yeah.
That informs all my decisions.
Is Rowley free at the moment?
Yeah,
everyone-
Rowley's
everyone's free but
just
Arvalon.
got free.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. In which case, I am going to put myself. I'm going to try and draw as much attention as possible, and I am going to. I'm basically going to like hold my action to defend Rowley, and I'm going to stick by Rowley, and because I presume our plan is to run, as opposed to fight, because these things are horrible. And outnumber us
reasonable.
by a considerable number. So anyone who goes near Rowley eats a dick. Essentially,
Is that a technical term,
that's
or is that
that's
just
it. So,
a promise?
Arvalan, come over here.
They technically eat a dick.
Like in the ruling of Adventure in Middle Earth,
Yeah.
I've read the rules.
under
It's,
page 17, the eat a dick rule.
Yeah, it's rolled to eat dick.
It's kind of like what Gandalf did to the Balrog. You know, he waited a turn and then the Balrog ate a dick.
right there in the spell. You read it. Quiet. One dick.
That delivery was great. Yeah, he just waited a turn and then he ate a dick.
Hey, Dick. Tolkien rolling in his grave right now. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so that's Hardwin's turn. Arvalan, you're in a web right now.
Yeah, he is confused where the second dwarf came from that replaced the other dwarf with this new badass warrior dwarf. And he's confused and looks back and forth and then struggles to free himself.
Okay.
And eats a dick.
He eats a dick.
He eats the dick that Hardwin had set up.
He eats Hardwin's dick.
It's mine. That's
Fantastic.
absolutely fine.
Fantastic. Yes. You.
It's about time the Dunedain did something for the Men of Gondor. Just saying.
Wow, that's a totally different movie. That I will be producing.
Where was Gondor when we demanded fellatio?
Where was Gondor when our enemies closed and around us? Where was Gondor?
Sorry.
No, my lord, we will eat a dick. Oh god. Ah.
I missed you guys.
Holy shit. Okay, that is God, Arvalan's turn. Spider's turn. Oh god, I've got to do things now. Let's see. A couple of spiders were fighting Arvalan, and he's still webbed. So they're gonna have a feast. So Arvalan, a 21.
21 hits.
21 hits. Let's do all of these at once. A natural 20.
That also hits.
And a 17.
17 also hits.
Fantastic. So you take 1d4 plus 2. Then you take 2d4 plus 2. And then you take 1d4 plus 2. Which is 10, 14. So 14 damage. And I think that's like 3 con saves. Unless you just saved the first one, right?
Yeah, I saved the one before, so let me just do
Okay, so you should have advantage on that, but you already do because of the potion, so.
Okay. 12?
12. No, you're looking for one more on that.
Alright, am I making 3 of these, right?
Yeah, you should have make a second one now, yeah. Second one saved, so you don't need to make a third.
There you go. It's all 3.
Okay, so in fact, yeah, once you failed the first one, you actually didn't need to roll because you were then poisoned. So you're under the poison condition.
Gotcha.
Which I'll put I've got a W and a P next to your name now, Mike. Thanks to webbed and poisoned. We've paralyzed Mike, and we're just injecting him over and over with spider venom. Some would say that is a a fair punishment for his crimes, and I say the punishment fits the crime. So that is bring back corporal punishment. That is the first 3 spiders. Bartleby, you're going to take some attacks, my friend. You're going to take a 10 versus your armor class.
Nope.
And a 11.
Nope.
And maybe this will be a 12. That'll be good. An 8. Fuck me. Okay, right.
Nope.
So all 3 spooters miss. Then needs to see Hardwin, and they're like, all right, let's try and eat this guy. I guess this guy seems like a douche with a big shield.
They need more iron in their diet.
And they miss. Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good.
I'm going to attack them back then.
Fantastic.
So, for starters, my sword. Let me just check.
Aragorn, they're all going to eat a dick. Then I shall eat a dick along with them. Let him go, boy. Let him be.
How did it come to so much dick?
What can men do against such reckless dick?
Oh, Jesus. Okay, right.
I want to see that new letter from Rowley. There we were, my boy, in the forest, eating dick. 7 spiders descended upon us. They also ate dick. It was a feast of dick.
Oh, good God. That's a viewer decision as well, my friends. VD time. VD time. Holy shnikes. Okay. You have my sword. And my bow. And my dick. Alright, viewer decision time, friends. You guys are going to tell me, what do they encounter in Mirkwood? What do they encounter next in the Mirkwood? I believe you're making some attack rolls, Josh.
Yeah, I am.
There was a game that was happening at one point or other.
Yeah, sorry. So I was, because I arrived late and I am the worst. I was busy leveling up, but I have leveled up now, so I will figure out what other awesome stuff I'm missing in a moment. But for now, I get to do this. Where are you? For one, for a 26.
26 is a hit against Spooder.
For 10 slashing damage.
10 slashing damage on a Spooder isn't quite enough to kill him. Unless
then,
you're fighting the one that's on Bartleby, in which case he's a little bit more wounded.
No, I would be fighting whichever one just came from me.
Okay.
And then I actually get a second attack because I get to smash it in the face with my fucking shield because I am tanky as fuck and amazing.
Do it.
So that's 1d6.
I like that stride. Tiny goblin with some special effects to pretend he's a Balrog. Yeah.
Exactly. What could go wrong?
Tomb?
15.
This is no tomb. Yeah. You know how that one ends. You're ahead of me. 15's a hit. Yep.
For 8 bludgeoning damage. Damn.
Damn. You kill one of the Spooders.
Cool. So yeah, just slice it up and then bring the tower shield down on its face.
Nice.
And,
Man, is this what it's like to have a fighter in the group?
Yeah. Sorry, I missed a fight last week, but yeah, I have arrived, and I have no idea what language spiders speak, so I'm gonna just slam my sword, sort of the flat of my sword against my shield, and give them a fucking come on then. A classic
Nice.
British welcome.
Indeed. Indeed.
Come on.
A classic Bean. Sean Bean expression. Yes, I like it. The spiders don't seem to be intelligible and be speaking a language back to you. They are sort of like chittering between themselves, but sort of like animal calls. So that is technically the spider's turn that went there, and Hardman's doing reactions on his turn. On their turn, rather. So Bartleby, it's your turn.
I'm gonna continue stabbing the one I'm on the back on.
I like
and
it.
if that one dies, can I attack the second one, like an adjacent one with my sword?
Yeah, with your offense.
Like, can I
You're within
make
5
one
feet,
attack at a time, kind of thing?
Sure, why not?
Okay, 23
23 is a hit.
for 4 damage. Is it dead?
4 damage. Not quite, no. It's
Okay,
wounded.
Then I'll do my second. So that misses, and then you said I get a sneak attack, right?
Yeah. Woo! Oh, daddy.
16 damage.
How do you want to kill it?
I'm just gonna like stab it in its beady eyes, just like repeatedly. Yeah.
It crawls up
And
in a
then-
ball and dies.
Yeah, and then like as it kind of collapses on the ground, I'll kind of like intimidate Hardwin, like with 2 swords in my hand, like, yeah, come on then.
You're intimidating me.
No, I meant like
Oh, okay.
imitating. Sorry, imitating.
Oh.
Yes.
Sorry.
I was like, I'm gonna intimidate Hardwin. Well,
Yeah.
alright.
Not imitating. Yeah, sorry.
Speaking of spiders, have you guys seen the new Shadow of War Shelob, who's actually a sexy lady? So yeah, I'll show an image. I'll show an image on the stream now. I thought this was kind of interesting that the new game coming out with Shelob in, seeing as we're on spiders, is actually this, who's like basically Morrigan, sexy spider lady. Yay. Fantastic. In other topical, I don't fucking know. Why can't it just be like an awesome fucking spider, man? Anyway, that is who just went. Bartleby's turn. Rowley.
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah,
so,
I'm comfortable with sexy spider lady.
How many are on Hardwin and I? We should have. What do we have? 3 left on us now.
Yeah, there are two of them that have completely bitten the dust. So yeah, two of them on you guys.
2 on us. Okay, well, I want to attack one that's obviously closest to us.
Okay.
With my spear.
All right.
That's a hit for a massive 3 hit points.
Oh, nice. He's not dead, but
Take that.
still kind of in pain.
Fuck you.
Avast, you devil spider.
Eat that tiny dick.
See, yeah, maybe that's what they were going for with the new sexy Shelob, you know? They're like,
Who
sex
best to eat a dick?
whom better to eat a dick than Shelob?
We had a Balrog once, and now
Now we need a Shelob. Oh man, yeah.
awesome.
The game looks awesome aside from that, but that does seem like an odd decision. Okay, that is Rowley's turn. Okay, round 4. Aralan, you are poisoned and in a web, which means you have disadvantage on this one.
I think you skipped Hardwing again.
Oh, did I? No, you're right. Yeah, I did. I have to scroll up a tiny bit to see Hardwin at the top of this pad. All right, so Hardwin, your turn.
I see how it is. Okay, so Hardwin is.
I
Going
mean,
to...
it's almost as if you were not on time. Got him.
Ah,
Bang, bang, bang.
I'm gonna smash the shield into the face of the one that my dear friend Rowley's just hit.
All right. The old shield bash to the face.
For a 9, I presume I'm not at advantage for any reason.
You are not, unless you can tell me a reason.
Cause.
No. All right. So, got anything else?
Yeah, I'm a 26, however,
26 is a hit.
with my longsword for 8 slashing damage. That is terrible.
It's not dead. Not that much.
Yeah.
Not dead. Wow. Okay. This fight is a toughie. Arvalan, yes, you're poisoned and you're all in that one. You eat the largest.
What are you doing?
Largest available dick.
Stop munching on the dick. It's for them.
Yeah.
He's got a bag, a whole bag of dicks.
As like a free action, can I yell
Louis
at
C.K.
our guy?
just turns.
There's an entire web of dicks here. I'm stuck in the web.
Start get free.
It's all this cloak. There's so much cloak. I can't get out of it.
It's white and it's sticky and it's all over me.
Oh
If
dear. Oh
anyone
dear.
could please cut me out, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been ignoring Arvalan. It's fine. You're like,
7 spiders
we
stuck
should-
in the web.
we should run away. And then there's like, let's just fight these spiders. All right, so
I was like, Arvalan's got this. He's a competent fellow who's travelled through Mirkwood before.
Nope, he has -1 to strength. He just avoids them usually. He avoids them usually. He is a bowman.
all right then. So that is a spider's turn. So one is fighting Rowley and Hardwin. Figures Rowley's a softer target. 18.
Disadvantage.
Yep. 9. 9.
Fuck you.
9.
That's what I yelled
Dude,
suddenly
I
German.
love that
do.
shield.
Dude, mate, I was just like, what can I do? And everyone was like, well, I'm playing a really squishy character, and I'm a player tank.
I'm a player dude, bro. All right.
I'm gonna just crush beer cans all day, man.
Rally just drops a hand on your shoulder. Good again, lad.
I like it. Next Spooder. Well, they're all eating Arvalan right now, so it seems like a good plan for them. No one is saying anything to the otherwise Arvalan's just being eaten alive. 17 Arvalan?
That hits.
I'm
15?
trying my best.
15 hits.
19?
19 also hits. Thanks, Will.
No worries, buddy. I got your back. And lots of your face as well.
Yep.
12 damage is what you take.
Cool.
They're just kind of like repeatedly like just mashing into you right now. They're 3 giant spiders the size of a car eating away at your flesh before you and
you
trying to kind of
still up?
spin you up.
He's still up.
Still up. It's impressive. That's very impressive. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there's one of them left and it's fighting Bartleby. Bartleby. A 14?
Just it's
Oh, just teased it. Just teased it there. 3 damage and poison save, Constitution, but you got advantage on it.
17.
Fan bloody dabby, fucking dozy. All right, that is the spider's turn. Takes to Bartleby's turn.
As a free action, I'm gonna yell at our guide, Barkin. What's his name?
Brocken.
Brocken.
God, cut the ranger free. I'm trying to buy you some time.
And I'm gonna
Okay.
pull out like can I pull out like a torch and like flint it?
Flaming torch,
Ignite
sure.
it?
You can
Yeah.
take your action to do that, yeah.
Okay, can I take like one action to do that and like try to shoo away the spiders that are kind of eating Arvalon?
Sure, we'll say that. Well, yeah, we'll say that you can like, light it up and sort of like wave it about a bit of a whoom, whoom. They
Yeah,
definitely
and
don't
then
like it when they're near it.
Yeah, I'll have like a short sword in one hand and then like a torch in the other, and kind of like try to poke them back with the torch. And if they get close, I'll just swing with my short sword.
Okay, we'll say next turn you can sort of swipe at the general Arvalan area to try and shoo these spiders away.
Okay, and yeah, hopefully the guide will cut him free.
Fantastic. So, let us see. That is Bartleby, Rowley, your turn.
Arvalon, where you at?
Real bad.
He's
That's
just
what I thought.
fucking around.
Real bad. From what you can see, I am covered in spiders.
How much HP have you got, meta-wise, Mike?
1.
Oh, damn it! How did I miss that? Fuck.
Okay,
I mean, oh, good, you're still up.
Yeah.
Will, is there any way for Rally to get into Arvalon?
There's plenty of ways. Buy me dinner first.
Whatever it say, yeah.
I was gonna say, man, you're white and sticky. You haven't had this much fun since Ranger College.
That's my last 2 weeks in the woods just now.
Right.
It's
Tree.
like I haven't left. I grew this
dear.
mustache for a reason,
I
guys.
was gonna say, there's the mustache.
Hello.
Okay,
Not
can
that
I
I'm
get in?
suggesting French people. Not all French. Just
Just most of them.
moist.
Will, can I get in and grab hold of Arvalon?
Sure, yeah, you can roll a strength save to pull him out.
I'm not gonna
That's
try to
okay.
pull him out.
You just want to touch him. I understand that.
I just want to get my hands all
Pat
over
on his
him.
back. There you go, buddy.
Rough week.
Okay, Oh shit, here we go.
Here we go. Here's a thing.
Let's see it. Oh, baby.
Here, take these 8 hit points.
You take him.
I'm alive.
You take him like a bad little ranger.
Take them.
Thanks, cleric daddy.
Now stroke my beard.
Oh,
This is what
goodness.
happens when Muriel goes away. It just devolves quickly.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Because we don't need to be gentlemen anymore.
Not all scholars. Hardwin, it's your turn, my friend.
Okay. How many of these spiders are left?
There are. Let's do some math.
think there's
One
like
of them's
6.
nearly dead, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Yeah, 5 still alive.
Okay, I'm gonna hit the one that's nearly dead
Okay,
first.
fantastic
Nope,
plan.
I'm not for
No,
a 10.
no. 10's a miss.
And then I'm gonna move over to cover the boys, Rowley and Arvalan, and I am going to action surge,
Okay.
and I'd like to just cut Arvalan down. I'd like to swing my sword, which is known as Wraithbane because I had to actually name my sword. So
Sweet.
Can I just try and slice through the
Yeah, you can try. You want to cut Avalan free, sorry?
do I need a strength save or something like that?
Yeah, strength save works.
Okay. 20.
Absolutely. A 20 is enough to break Avalan free. Poisoned, paralyzed. Well, not paralyzed, but poisoned, injected with venom and poison from the spiders. He's going to cut free and is now loose on the world. You
Fantastic.
don't know what you've done.
And then on that 20, the nearest spider for whichever one was closest with my action surge and do
Delve too deep and too greedily.
15 slashing damage.
Awaken the dick in the darkness. How much damage, sorry? 15.
15.
Fantastic. And that was on the injured one?
Yeah. It would have been whichever one was eating
Arvan, yeah, that would have been different. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Was that nat 20 though? Would that be double dice?
Yep, you got a
it
7
is.
plus 8 there,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I didn't see.
It's not dead,
My
but it's
7.
also very wounded, similarly to the other one you saw. Okay, pretty good turn. Anything else? Probably-
No, I'm tapped, unfortunately.
Tapped out. Okay. How about Arvalan, who's still poisoned but not webbed?
Cool. So what does this poison do for me? Just means anything bad?
Poison means that you have disadvantage on all skill checks, I believe, and attack rolls.
Okay, cool. Great. That's what I wanted. Yeah, so
welcome,
I
man.
immediately fall out of this web and I just start loosing arrows at these stupid fucking spiders.
Nice.
So a 15.
A 15 is pretty damn good. And a hit.
Enough to hit?
Yeah,
Cool.
hit, yeah.
So you take 8 damage.
Nice. I will be kind and say it's on this one, which is a perfect amount to kill it. So Arvlan, you kind of get out, roll out from this thing, and just kind of and just murder one of these spiders. Crawls
And
over.
then he just immediately knocks a new arrow and prepares to shoot that too.
Nice. Spooners. Your turn, girls. It's 4 of these guys. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? Arvlan, they see you as juicy. 16?
Do I get to swing at him before he attacks?
Is there something that would mean that you get that?
Well, I remember I was having the torch and I was kind of like swiping at him, and he said as a reactive I could swing. If not, it's cool.
Let me think. Well, you could do it on your turn, and they'd probably flee. But they are going to bite at him at this point, seeing as what you've done at this point is kind of like you've struck the torch and it's burning, and you're near him, but you're not like swiping at this guy as Arvlan rolls free. So
I will impose disadvantage on that because I'm 90% sure 16 hits Arvalan.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Fegadu, Strider donates £5. You're such boys. 1 wild surge for Rowley now, and 1 for battle later. I like it. Vader Mike Pro for the host. How's it going, my friend? Thanks so much for the host, my dude. So Rowley, if you could roll me a wild magic surge. Be very much appreciated. So 16, so disadvantage is still 16, I'm afraid.
I did what I could, man.
Yeah.
You sure did, Josh.
It's not my fault. You're shit.
I mean,
You
luckily,
sure did.
luckily 1d4 plus 2 isn't enough to kill you on this one. So 4 damage.
Okay.
So you got that going for you. Get our magic table up, and we'll look at what has happened to Rowley at this point. Rowley, what did you roll, my friend?
6037.
6037. Oh, what the fuck?
Awesome. I love the sound of that.
Target is encircled by a waist-high electrified iron fence. I'm trying to think, what the fuck is this in Tolkien? It is a snaring branch from one of the trees, which is barbed and hooked, and basically just kind of like protectively wraps Rowley up in it. And he's like effectively armored from the outside, giving Rowley a +3 to his armor class whilst inside of it.
I like the sound of that.
It's also got a bit of an Iron Maiden effect. No, I'm kidding. So that is one of the spiders. One of them's going to attack Bartleby, brave enough to dive in to the fire. 15.
That's gonna hit.
4 damage. And con saving throw at advantage. Fantastic, nice save. One of them's going to attack. What's his name? Rowley. 15.
Yep. Oh no, it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Plus AC. Doesn't say I don't give you nice things.
Take
And
that.
Remember that time you accidentally stumbled into a cattle pen?
and a miss on Hardwin. So we're fighting spiders at the moment, Voltaire.
Spiders.
If you're ever looking to join at the start of streams, turn on notifications for the stream so you can see when we're going live. Or the Twitters. Follow me there and turn on the notifications. Or just fucking tattoo yourself with 1 p.m. EST, or whatever time zone it is
On
for
the
you.
inside of your eyelid.
Inside of your eyelids. That's the way to do it. And then 4 p.m. EST for this one. Or add a schedule to your like Google Calendar.
The eyelid thing is actually in trial. We're getting Mike to beta it.
Yeah. He's very much like any big. Jude donates £3 and 84 pence. The dwarf must make a wild magic roll, and Ally is now feared. I think he may have done the old dollar only conversion there, 'cause it is in Great British pounds, my friends.
British pounds.
Great British pounds. So, £3 is you can give someone a nat 20, nat 1, or you can just donate the extra £1, 20 chips, pence, and get that wild magic surge going there, my friend. So just check what currency you're donating in, because annoyingly, I live in the greatest land in the universe, which is England. And unfortunately for you, you do live in the slum of America. So, I'm kidding. It's just that we have a queen. So anyway, that is...
I mean,
you can't really beat that, can you?
Different places, mate.
We have several queens here. It's truly just fine.
In both regards, I think we best.
We have a whole show about queens. You'll be fine. Just put that on if you're at home.
I hear an encounter roleplay tattoo is worth a monthly surge. It is, yeah. If you get, honestly, if someone were to get a tattoo, I'd give you a monthly
Encounter roleplay, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, fair. As opposed to mediocre British pants, that's very true, Lissau. You've got to make sure that you do the GBP, not the MBP. Common mistake. Next short burst is a crit, fantastic Jew. So, Hardwin, you have a natural 20. I'll add that to your face area. Fantastic.
My face.
My face.
Who's that from?
That is from Jew Voltage.
Jew Voltage. Dude.
We only accept leather pounds. Yes, we do. Very prescriptive in that after the recent legal battles. There is a couple more spiders and one attacked Bartleby, one attacked Aralan. No, they both went. They all went. I tell a lie. It is Bartleby's turn.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of throw the torch on the ground and hopefully it doesn't spark a fire. Like, try to find like a dirt patch on the ground. And
Okay, yeah, just kind of like. All right, I will let these guys roll a wisdom save to see if they kind of book it or not. And I don't like the fire. Fuck me. One's on a nat 20.
Wow.
We got 4 of them though. Second one who's injured. Roll a 10. Just gonna fail. We'll set DC at like 13. Seems reasonable. Next one succeeds and another one fails. So 2 of them just scuttle off. 2 of them just scuttle off into the woods, leaving only 2 of them left. One of them of which is injured, but still wants to put up a fight. So pretty good job there, Bartleby. The fire's definitely sort of like scared them away. They don't like it, and their very like sunlight sensitive eyes burn.
Yeah.
Nice. Rowley. Unless you got anything else, go ahead, Bartleby.
Oh, I was gonna stab them with some swords, if I can. I don't know if throwing a torch is.
I'd consider that an action to get rid of 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Rowley, my friend.
Okay, we're staying and fighting, right?
Seems like it. I mean, like everyone's been fine of just letting Arvalan take all of the damage and then staying and fight. Yeah.
I'm really fine with that.
I am perfectly behind.
So I'm still there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to touch him again.
Oh, hello.
But this time when I touch him, I'm going to neutralize the poison.
Oh.
I stayed not to defend you, Rowley. I stayed to watch.
Buckle up.
You're not
The
the
show's
first
about
one.
to begin.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, sailor. Okay. So as soon as I make contact with him, the poison effect is taken away.
Sweet.
Fantastic. So, okay. That is good. Anything else you want to do, Rowley?
I'm going to stay close to Hardwin. That's it.
All right. Good lord. All right, that is Rowley's turn. Top round 6. Good lord. Longest combat we've had yet. Hardwin, it's your turn.
How many of these spitters are left?
There are 2 of them.
Okay. Is one of them injured?
One of them is injured, yes.
Cool. I look at the one that isn't injured, and I hold up my sword in the air, and I say, "By the power of due voltage!" And like lightning will strike me, and it's a beautiful moment as I fucking crit this shit because fuck this guy.
Nice. I like it. Helm, just what is the velocity at which he eats this dick?
I slice him in at Mach 2. Mach 17.
It's going to hyperspeed, sir. She
Like,
can't take anymore.
That's the encounter roleplay version of the crit roll. How do you want to do this? At which velocity is the dick consumed? Oh.
So that 20, it has to be Mach 17.
Yeah, of course.
I have to remember yeah, I would like to just.
She can't take anymore, dick, Captain.
She cannot take it. Yeah, no. Basically, I want to take this guy's entire calendar month and fuck it.
All right, I like it. I like it. He's on the Mayan calendar, and so unfortunately you destroy the universe. But luckily enough for you, you kill this guy on that crit. You just slice down, chop off his head, chop off his limbs.
And
It's a
then
mess.
I'm gonna shield bash the other one, and I'm gonna try and splatter its fucking brains out.
Let's do that.
For an 8, I cannot hit with this shield.
Yeah,
As you know, I hit once. I have hit once. But yeah, I'm all up in its face.
All up in that grill. All right, that is Arvalan's turn, who is no longer poisoned or webbed, but he is nearly dead still.
He's just trash.
He's just
He's
trash.
no longer poisoned or webbed. He's
just
just the worst.
Dunedain trash.
Yeah. He's just still getting attacked. He's just still getting attacked by things, like still bleeding out.
Except now he's like trying to push off Rowley's advances.
Yeah.
It's even worse than it was.
Let me touch you.
Now he's uncomfortable and vaguely poisoned.
Yeah, he's no longer like being webbed up. He's now being tied up.
I was only gone for several days. Get away from me.
Just let this happen.
Give them a dick for pity's sake.
Save it for the boy in the shop.
Judelay's 3/84 Spooder crits healer. Thank you, Jude. Appreciate it, my friend. I get a nat 20 to use on the Spooder.
Spooder quits the healer.
Yes. Arvalan's the healer, right, guys?
God damn it, Will.
Agreed.
We all signed a contract before you last week, like in which you are.
Apparently.
Yeah. But it's your turn, Arvalan. What do you want to do?
I shot. I'm just terrible. I did bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your turn is so bad, I actually missed it.
Yeah, I rolled an 11. So unless one of them is just so bad and 11 hits it.
Unless
I
he's
missed.
so bad Mike can hit him.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about that so much.
Yep.
All right,
Guys,
so
I have a +7 to hit.
it looks as though this Spooder has the power of due voltage as well, and is going to attack Rowley and critically succeed on his attack, which means no.
Can I? Right. I know I can't protect. I will offer you a deal. Can I take the damage instead?
No, it's for Rowley.
No. Okay.
No, this is chat, man. I'll take
fuck
it.
you,
I'm
Josh.
Wow,
what were you
that's-
bargaining with? I was confused there.
I have no idea. The ether. I'm bargaining with that awful ether that looms over all
No,
of us.
I'll take it. I can't carry it for you, but I can't carry
We
you.
can carry you.
So it's only 5 damage, but the poison roll is nonetheless in play, Rowley.
Okay.
If you can't protect, then attack. That's very true.
22.
22. He is feeling 22. All right, that is the spider's turn. There's only one of them left, and he's not particularly strong. He did manage to get off like nat 20. Not quite enough to take down Rowley, unfortunately, leaving it to our good friend Bartleby Stonefoot. It's your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna grab my short swords and attack the one that's closest to Arvalan.
Do it.
It's 23,
23 is a hit.
and then we don't talk about the natural one.
Yeah, we don't bring that up anymore.
9.
It's a thing of the past. How do you want to kill this last spider?
So I'll probably, like, as the spider is kind of has that like bloodlust in his eyes, try to kill Arvalon, I'll kind of sneak behind it and stab it in the web booty hole, I guess, and just slice open its innards.
Nice. Yeah.
Did you say booty hole?
Yeah, you know, where like the
Web
web comes
booty hole.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I said it. You heard me.
Right in its spider hole.
Indeed. Let's not linger on that one too much. In fact, no. Let's linger on that for just another second.
Okay, so
Okay. So you guys defeat the spiders. Brocken, you know, as with all my NPCs, has been being useful, but we'll come up to roll for every single NPC. So he kind of like cuts any like additional webs off you guys. Arvalan is particularly wounded, and he says, "We should get moving. There might be more of them coming."
oh great. Hardwin sort of is gonna go around and basically just like plunge his sword through the head of each of them, because Hardwin's never fought these things before, and I've seen some people get up from some pretty horrific wounds before. But once he's done, he turns around to the party and just says, "Right, so how exactly are we avoiding all this shit?" And he gestures to all of the webs that are surrounding them in like every direction.
Yeah.
Arvalon is currently like tearing pieces of web up and wrapping his wounds in sticky web goo.
Oh, damn, that's healthy.
How long do we have here, Will?
You don't know, really. I mean, you see that there are other webs up above that seem to be sort of like moving, which seems to be the sign of something is moving on them.
Where fire seems to work, they don't seem to like the fire.
And I'll kind of like point to my torch and
I too am going to. Actually, no, I'm not, because that would be suicide. Because I have a fucking amazingly kick-ass sword and a tower shield. So I'm gonna suggest the rest of you light torches, and I'm not. And Hardwin says, the rest of you should light torches. We burn as many of these webs as possible.
That's
I don't
right.
know
I mean,
much
this
about
is the
spiders.
Mirkwood.
I know. I don't know much about spiders, but I know that they don't like fire, apparently. And they get us tangled up in these webs, we're in trouble. So we burn our way through. Just be careful, because the last thing we need is a forest fire in the Mirkwood. And I'm gonna try. My plan is to basically supervise, and if like
Supervise the logistics of this situation.
yeah, I'm supervising.
How could that go wrong?
I'm your supervisor today, and
You're not my supervisor.
Now, if you have 4 men and 3 torches, what's
Right.
the best
Good night,
position?
everybody.
So what I think we should do is I think we should web up the cart or boat, and then no, I genuinely I'm concerned about. He's gone. We lost Greg. No, I'm worried about forest fires because I've seen it happen before.
You're the only one
It's a
that can
terrible
prevent them.
thing. So
You will.
I got sent a thing once, and it was literally that sign. It was like, the only person who can prevent forest fires is, and there was like a line for you to insert your own name there, and someone spray painted Josh, and someone sent that to me, and I was like, oh shit, I've let so many people down.
Well, while Hardwin's
ironically, it's
having
made
this
of
moment of conscience about burning the wood, Rowley is literally lighting up torches and just throwing them. And indiscriminate, like throwing them onto the webbing.
Okay. Did Hardwin, do you want to stop him from doing this?
I'm gonna keep an eye on it and try and like, my plan is to essentially stop you from actually setting fire to the forest. So I'm gonna use my sword to literally like, I don't know, just don't fucking burn the forest down. That's all I'm asking.
Arvalon looks at Rowley, still just blood dripping from his body. The poison is seeping out of his wounds, and he looks to make sure that he's not like ill. And then when he sees that he's of right mind, he just says, "No, that seems like a good plan. I won't tell your elf friend if you don't." And he lights his own torch.
Okay.
Okay, Will, if they said that they're coming, I want to go ahead and heal Arvalan one more time.
Okay.
If you guys want to try and take a short rest, I will cover you guys. and I'll stay lookout.
Nah, I have faith in Rowley. He's got me.
Yeah, I'm just worried about how many times Rowley's going to be able to do this.
That's it. He's tapped out now.
That's it.
He's done.
Yep.
I'm good.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys. I'll take the next fight too.
Send in the Aralan. On the other
Listen, man, if you're
van.
gonna get tied up and shit, what can we do?
Cut me down. What's the
Cut us down. We got ourselves out.
I believe I got you down, killed 4 spiders, and also cut myself out.
Yep.
And Sir Rowley, the fuck
I
were
know.
you doing with your life?
Well,
laying down? I guess.
Having a rest.
I literally just walked to Bjorn's house. Then we started walking again. I was tired.
So I thought I'd take a rest in which I'm just continually eviscerated by
Man,
spiders.
did Aragorn just turn into Samwise or what?
I ain't throwing no leaves, sir.
So if you had a nap, everything would have been fine.
That would have been fine. Yeah. Now we know.
The actual way they created Samwise, they made another Aragorn and made him eat a bag of dicks, and and then there you have it. So, do you guys want to take a short rest here, or do you want to move on? Because you're burning this place right now. Like this place is going up.
Like basically at the moment we are I'm being a little bit meta here, but also sort of thinking this from Hardwin's point of view. If we burn out their webs in this area, we're relatively safe in comparison to walking through webs where you got to travel slowly, you got to be careful, and they can come at any time. Here they can't tell where we are because they don't have that creepy fucking web sense everywhere. So I'm just thinking, and also it gives me back my accent surge, and I don't know if it gives you guys back anything, but I'm pretty much right as rain. So I will happily forego this and just wait and let you guys rest up and spend hit dice.
You guys can take a short rest.
Yeah.
I'll help with the lookout too, because I didn't take too much damage.
Dude, literally, I'm happy to do it. I'd rather everyone rest.
Whoa, before you do that, man, I can give let me see, where is it? I give you some. I present to Arvalan a sweet cake.
Oh, a sweet cake.
It is a sweet cake, right?
Honey boo.
After all the things I've done to you,
Sweet
boy,
cake,
here's a
dude.
sweet cake, right?
Sweet cake's the least I could do.
Right. So if you
Someone steal
eat
your
Rowley's
sweet roll?
cake, you will get the benefits of a long
sweet
rest during a short rest. So you will heal completely and
Sick.
Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, it's very sweet. It's a cake as well.
it is. It's a sweet cake.
Fuck you, Josh.
You keep setting them up, I keep doing all
Just
the work.
shitting all over him. Oh, God
Fantastic.
damn it.
Poison's gone. Okay. How bad are you, Revolver? How's Bartleby doing?
I'm pretty good. I only took 7 points of damage, metagame wise. I got a couple scratches on me.
Okay, I can give you the following.
Ooh, what you got there?
I can give you 2, and then
That's
I can do it
fine.
again.
I'll take it.
All right, not bad. Every little helps.
There you go. 7 back.
Nice. It begins to rain quite torrentially as you guys take your short rest. And after you've burnt your webs through, it seems as though they... it's almost as if, and you're not sure if this is true or just sort of auspicious, as though the forest is protecting itself. And where the blaze may have spread, it's essentially just dampens all of the flames. The webs are burnt away completely, but you're left in a kind of like open patch of forest as the kind of rains come in around you. Yeah, you, Hardwin, seeing as you don't like look at, you can run me a perception check.
Boo-ba-doo. Okay, alright, here we go. One off in that 20.
Wow, not bad at all. You spot that there's a figure about 40 feet away who's kind of looking at you from a tree. Seems to be humanoid.
Sat in a tree.
Sat in a tree.
Cool. Is this while people are resting, I presume?
Yes, this is while these guys are taking a rest and it's starting to rain.
Cool. I'm going to nod to the figure, give a slight sort of wave, and then I'm going to put my shield sort of casually in front of me and put my hand on my sword, so this creature can't see the fact that I've got my hand on my sword. But okay. I'm fucking ready to murderize whatever the fuck this is. Because we had an encounter with a figure in the tree before, some kind of weird humanoid creature that was killing birds. You see it kind of come down from the tree and start walking towards you, and the closer you get, you realize that it's a like as tall as a human, but actually an elf. Okay, interesting. I would say I will inform the rest of the party. Obviously, I would say we appear to have company. I'll deal with it. Just rest. And Hardwin will sort of like, I'm gonna move the shield so it's like in front of me, and I'm very protective and worried about this, but also don't want to offend an elf by openly just clutching my sword with fucking elves.
Yeah. His figure is hooded and kind of cloaked from the rain. Seems to have like almost like a poncho type thing for the rain, and seems to have like a.
You can say shady as fuck, Quill.
Yeah. Also has like a big kind of like traveling backpack.
Okay, cool. Hardwin will call out. Who goes there?
You hear the elf kind of call back. I saw you with the spiders. I can tell it you're a friend if you're no friend of theirs. My name is Conrad.
Wait, what?
My name is Conrad.
That was out of character, by the way. I don't know how to respond to that. Oh, I'm so paranoid suddenly.
We are not the viewer decision.
I know.
I was molded by it, sculpted by it.
Molded by it. Hardwin calls back, I'm Hardwin, son of Herwin. What business do you have with us?
Merely to seek shelter by a fireside of companions.
From where do you hail?
The woods. And Frandwill's realm.
I've had dealings with your kind in the past. Are you a friend of Frandwill?
I suppose you could call me as such, although I don't think he keeps many friends.
Do you still serve in his court?
I'm a ranger, not in his court, but across field and dale.
21 insight. How full of shit is Conrad? Because I don't trust Conrad.
Shady as fuck.
Yeah, I'm like, interesting.
Like, why is an elf this far into the Mirkwood, like, unannounced, not wearing any kind of, like, insignia or a Frandwill?
More importantly, who names an elf Conrad?
Conrad, yeah, we're gonna
I'm really struggling with here.
Well, you know, I work with what I'm given with, Josh. I mean, the original version of this, he literally had his bottom half was a spider. So I mean, like.
Okay. So I look at Conrad up and down and just say, "You're awful far from home. What brings you out to these parts, so close to Doguldur?"
I had word that there was creatures of darkness, and I sought to know their numbers.
They generally send parties for that. See, the problem is, you send one individual out alone. Well, I've heard rumors about the shadow, about how it gets under people's skin, you see. So they generally have a party, so they can watch each other.
My party were lost to me by the spiders.
Then you should return north.
Perhaps I will, yes.
Now,
The elf says, I shall do. But I have many provisions which I cannot take with me. They only slow me down. And kind of gets his backpack and kind of like extends it towards you.
you can put it down.
He shrugs and puts it down.
Give her regards to Frandril.
I will.
And Hardwin nods and remains steadfastly between the party and Conrad the elf.
The
Suspicious character I think I've ever met.
should have been called Conrad Raphael.
Conrad. That would have sold me.
Yeah, that would have been me done. Me and Conrad Raphael would be best friends. Yeah, so he kind of like slinks off and melds into the darkness. You're not sure entirely, like he's completely gone though, because you can't see him.
I'm gonna give another perception check to see if Conrad is hanging around, because I don't trust Conrad at all. On a 16.
Don't spot him.
Okay. So being suspicious as fuck, I'm going to walk over and having freshly sharpened my sword, I'm going to try and slice open the bag to see what's inside.
It's like vials of potions
I'm
inside.
having vials of potion.
Yeah.
Right. In which case, I will sort of like poke around to see if anything like jumps out at me. I don't know. I have no idea how to handle this. What is this?
Yeah, you're not sure really.
Okay, cool. In which case, given the fact that I know nothing about, I absolutely know fuck all about alchemy. I'm gonna use my sword to sort of pick this thing up. I'm gonna walk back towards the party, holding it at arm's length, and deposit it like 15 foot from the party. And I'm gonna wait for the party to rest up. And once they're rested up, and Rowley has like come out of his power nap.
Yeah, you guys, kind of.
Power nap? I'm working. Are you kidding? I'm busting my ass over here.
Okay.
It's me wrapping up people.
Wait, okay. Once you're busy, you're finished wrapping people up. I will inform you that there's something you need to look at, and it was given to me by an elf named Conrad.
Okay, lad. Can I examine this before I pick it up, Will?
Yeah, you can roll me an investigation check.
Can I stand next to him to provide disadvantage against whatever jumps out of this bag? Because I don't
Sure.
like it. I'm the most paranoid.
15.
Nothing that you're gonna do, like touching the vials, is gonna hurt you.
Okay. Can I take one of the vials and basically produce, a leaf, anything, and pour out some of the contents so I can begin to check it out? Do you need like a medicine? Or...
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
How about a
Holy
27?
mackerel.
How about a nat 20?
You don't want to eat this shit. Or drink it.
Is it poisonous?
Ingest it, or indeed butter yourself with it. It is a yeah, it's highly poisonous. You're fairly sure this is filled with shadow essence as well,
Ooh.
which is nasty stuff.
Yep. But I can also use it.
Tell me about this, please.
How much is there, Will?
There are like 5 vials of this.
Ooh.
It looks like pretty accurate. You like sniff it. It's like, ooh, that's bad.
Okay, it's stoppered up pretty well though.
Pretty well.
Okay, can I transfer it to some of my own bottles? Because I have all the stuff that I just gave them for the poison stuff.
Yeah, sure.
That sounded so confident. I love. Yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. Whatever, Zimmer.
Whatever you think, man.
Yeah,
That
fuck
sounds
it.
gonna
What's the
work.
worst I could do?
Right.
Make Arbalon drink it.
Oh, I will. Do you inform us of what this is?
Yeah, Rowley will tell you.
He's like, drink it, guys. It's
Here,
elven
give
water.
Give this to the ranger. It'll make him feel better.
I do it. I just,
Force feed.
No, I tell him your friend Conrad is a bit of a liar, boy. This is poison.
well, obviously.
Yeah, imbued with the shadow essence. However, it can be used. And I just begin.
And immediately I'm going back to looking out for Conrad now and for other people because goddamn.
Sure. You keep a a weathered eye out for the rest of the night, but don't see this figure appear close to you. Occasionally you'll sense that you see like a shadow moving in a corner of your eye, but you don't see any there.
Well, we're only resting up for about.
We're only resting for 15 minutes, So after you guys are rested, Brogden's like, we're ready to move out. I've still got the scent.
Fantastic.
Maybe
Here's
next
the thing,
time we go
guys.
around the webs.
I don't think we want to rest in the Mirkwood, correct?
No.
I mean, this is up to you guys. I have a way that we can go for. Bless you. I have a way that we can go for
Should I
3
jump that
days.
post?
Yeah, for 3 days without food or rest.
This great thing called cocaine.
It's exactly what it is. It is called cocaine. It is reed mace, and I actually wrote on my list inhaled cocaine. Person stays awake for 3 days, no food, no sleep.
Taking a big hit of speed.
Party. All
Yep.
party.
And it's essentially it's baked in a powder form.
This dirty Mirkwood rave going on.
Give Hardwin that, please.
You want that? I can
Give
give
me
it to
that.
you. I have enough for everybody.
I've heard stories from Aralan. I know you can give it to me. Give me some of that shit.
Now the first time I give this to you, boy, it's for free.
And I have to start charging you.
Yeah, he actually
Okay.
has become Walter White, isn't he?
Right. Okay, so we can literally like speed through here. Speed through here.
Feel forgive the pun. Hooray,
Oh, it's
meth!
kind of
indeed.
sweet. Kind of pumped.
Is it hot in here?
In this forest.
Right.
Outside.
I mean, with all the fire you just threw on the entire forest, a little bit.
The water put it out. We're fine. So that's an option. If you guys want to do that, we can.
We can totally take this
Yeah, if you
stuff.
guys want to take a shitload of drugs, we can do that.
You turn around, Hardwin's entirely naked other than sword and shield. It's just, I'm ready to go, guys. I'm fucking ready.
Let's do this, man. That's all I've got, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm carrying.
That's all I'm carrying at the moment. I can talk to a guy.
Go back to the Beornings and see if I can get you some more of that stuff.
I love. Hold on, Beorning's like super smell. Does that mean it super affects them? Could we give it to the Beorning and just see what happens?
We'll be lost for 7 days in the woods.
All he can smell is success and fame.
Good God.
Right? Yeah.
Are you guys gonna take this and just not rest and just
Yeah.
fucking power through?
I'll fucking absolutely do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess. Rowley hasn't steered me wrong yet.
Rowley hasn't lied to us. Rowley's our drug dealer.
He keeps giving me,
Trust Rowley.
he keeps giving me the good touch, so I feel like, I'll try one of his drugs.
You want to try
This'll-
something really scary? Okay. So here's what we do.
Extracted from a horse.
I'll take one of those, Dr. Huxtable. I'm not even sorry for that joke.
No, you shouldn't be. It's awesome. Okay, so I hand out essentially vials to everybody.
Now we know
Oh,
why
yeah.
Gimli was such a dangerous sprinter. Very dangerous over short distances.
Jesus, man, what does this stream become? It's like dicks and cocaine. It's like all we're talking.
It's all I want in life.
Entirely.
You found out that's the secret to Encounter Roleplay. It's always been about dicks and cocaine. You just
That's
finally realized
really when
it.
you boil it down to the basic formula. It's,
Dicks and cocaine.
how have I been doing this for a year and a half? 2 answers: dicks, cocaine.
Dongers and blow. is the way-
Oh,
man.
Tom, 7 months. Thank you, my friend. What a bombshell! What a bombshell! I must have dropped that one. Fantastic.
Okay,
You heard it here first.
if you guys take it, we are lit and ready to go.
This
We do
triumphant
not have
music
to eat.
is
We do
good.
not have to stop for 3 days.
No, we don't. We don't have to
You will
stop
not-
at all.
You will not eat. You will not sleep. You will taste dick flesh. All right, yeah. So
Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Rowley's alive.
Great Scott!
everyone's just got like gigantic pupils, like dilated fucking pupils.
Just roll initiative as we fight imaginary shit for the next 3 days.
Everyone's passive perception is astronomical for the next 3 days. Because we see things that aren't even there.
Oh man. Dom, if you want to be a late backer, shoot me an email to contact@encounterroleplay.com. Thanks for joining us, Stride. I'll see you in a bit, my friend. That's my email address there. Fantastic. So just as this fucking triumphant music really kicks in, the group of you blaze it across the Mirkwood forest, and we do like Indiana Jones like travel sequence where you see like on the map like the dot just like like scribbles all around Mirkwood.
It's a white line there.
Yes.
But it's like the Family Circus comics where it just goes all the way around and it makes it loop backs on itself.
Yes.
You
Yes.
see Rowley's nose following it to show the path of progression, and there's no white line after Rowley's passed through.
So I've seen of Faramir where he's like pointing at all the bits on the map, you know. So yeah, the group of you travel through the Mirkwood and have a right little time of it, not sleeping, not resting, and just traveling through the land of shadow, followed by Brocken's, led by Brocken's astute nasal capacity. And trust me, you've checked out that nasal capacity, and it's good. It's good for it. You're right there, Josh. What if you'd actually just come up from doing a line? No,
Check out Rusty Pipes.
Rusty pipes, yeah. Don't worry about it, guys.
Goddamn.
So, you travel, and the going is much easier now that you don't need to sleep within the realms of the Mirkwood and the like. And it's not long, the next couple of days, when Brocken says, we're not far, I can smell him. Real close now. If there's anything you want to do to, show you a friend, then might be best to do it now. If we just jump him, well, might be a bit scared, you know. He's like bouncing up and down whilst he's doing this.
Wait. What?
We're really role-playing as high on cocaine. He's just like, the guy, we're close to the wizard.
Did you say you were gonna jump him?
No. No, we don't want to jump him.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna jump him. I said that's a bad idea. He's a wizard. Right?
Yeah. Brocken's like super paranoid at the moment.
I think we're all super
It's just like everything around him's like, could be going at us.
I'm just saying he's a wizard, though, right?
He's a wizard, yeah, pretty sure he's a wizard, yeah.
Oh.
He's one of them clever wizards.
So,
So how do you want to say hi? He's close. Like I say, I can smell him. Yeah.
You could just, what if we just say hi?
Yeah, I guess could do.
Just like don't jump on him though.
I worry that Greg might actually die one of these days on the street. I fear for his life.
Dude, man, Mike going, wait, what?
I like that Rev's just the guy that gets too high and just gets inward and is just like, no. No.
Pretty much.
I'm just gonna sit back and let you guys do it, man.
Barbie's just like watching the world go by.
Like, yeah, Barbie's just at the back, just like
He's talking to a bunch of tree
He's
enterers.
doing these. I can feel all on my fingers, man. Every single one of them.
I had a friend who was in a
Do
certain.
you wanna jump him? No.
I had a friend who was in a certain compromising situation at one point or another, for legal reasons, and he was holding his head in his hands, and he was going, "Man, I can really feel my hands."
It's true, man.
You're not
you
wrong.
can
Like,
feel it.
I simply can't argue with that. Like,
I've been in a similar situation where we were sitting there and we were watching a really weird film called Black Sheep, and my mate sat there by the radiator watching it on the sofa, and then about like an hour in, he just turns around and goes, "Shut up, dude! I'm trying to watch the." He yells at the radiator, "Shut up, dude! I'm trying to watch the film," and just punched it as hard as he could. And the next day he woke up and he was like, "I think I've broken my hand." Like, I think you broke your hand as well.
I think you broke the radiator, mate. What the fuck?
Yes. I mean, the radiator was loud, so I mean,
Yeah.
you should have shut up.
Really should have shut up.
It's true.
Lesson learned.
So anyway,
So
Don't do-
yeah,
don't do
Aralan
drugs,
says,
kids.
What if we just say hi?
yeah, I think we should say hi.
Okay.
Why were we clearing our fruit?
Okay, so Brocken's like, you guys just want to go in at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we made it this far, right?
Well, you nearly didn't, but yeah.
No, I know. There's 7 spiders.
Dude, you got fucked up.
Not a single person coming down.
I cut you down.
You did. Thanks.
Will, I just realized I got the
High five.
logistical guys high. And that this
You know,
is all
you're trying to
my
guess.
fault.
You're trying
And then it makes it worse.
Right.
How are we gonna get across to that door?
Now if we had a cart and a boat.
Okay, we'll mute them. We're gonna go down and talk to this guy.
Oh, man, how's it
If we had
going,
a
man?
sled full of Radagast rabbits and Radagast and rabbits.
Oh man, these guys are currently have taken a certain substance, which means that they haven't had to sleep or eat for 3 days, and they're traveling through Mirkwood, and now they're outside of Radagast's hut, and they're spacing, man, they're spacing.
Well, I appreciate that your stream just flashes don't do drugs every few seconds.
It's just for legal reasons, don't worry about it. After the last incident, really can't risk anything. Frags, my man, 1 year, oh boy. Gentleman and scholar, welcome, my friend. Get some drinks and chat for Frags. All right, so let's fuck me. Let's
Yeah, we're just gonna go say hi.
just gonna go say hi to Radagast, who in fact is probably the most high of all wizards at any point.
Let's go say hi.
Hi, man. Hi, man. I'm a spaceman. Yeah, he's definitely voiced by David Bowie in my universe. Yeah. I'm a wizard, man. So yeah.
Bowie in space.
Space, Bowie. Is it cold up in space, Bowie? Do you use your nipples as satellites, Bowie, to send data back to Earth? Do you wear just one spacesuit, Bowie, or do you have many changes? All right.
I love that movie.
So anyway, let's rein it in. Let's rein in our own insufferable yes, nature. Yeah. So the group of you are outside Radagast's hut. At this point, we'll say that the effects of the drugs are mostly mostly wearing off. And Brocken kind of like, he goes into like stealth mode. He crouches. You see a little eye appear, and he kind of like shows you goes through to a clearing. It's like, up there ahead, that must be his hut. There's smoke coming out of it, so it looks like he's inside. But I figured you might want to, you know, say hi before we just knock on his door or something. I don't know what their protocol is. Anyway, long story short, I'm out here.
I'm really glad that this guy came with us. And,
You know I am here.
I feel like I wasted my drugs on this map.
He's that one guy, like, you know,
wasted your drugs.
it really didn't affect them.
Yeah.
Genomian Penguin, 2 months, a gentleman and a scholar. Yeah, Brocken's like always, it just has no effect on him. He's like Legolas when he drinks, you know.
Yeah.
Starting
not
to
very
affect me.
effective. Yeah. I'm gonna sling my
It's
shield
just-
across my back.
Okay.
Leave my sword in my scabbard. I'm gonna walk forward nice and easy, and slowly, because I presume like everyone else is just dicking around. So I'm gonna walk forward and I'm gonna call out, "Yeah, Greg, stop fucking around."
At any given point.
Literally, you always derail the stream, and you and Revolver just chatting all the time. So we're gonna walk forward.
All this logistic stuff, jeez, guys.
And God, no, don't even get me started. And I'm gonna call out Radagast. We're here to see Radagast the Brown.
There's like a pause because you've heard like scurrying inside, like a fair amount of scurrying inside, and then like, everything goes silent for about a minute.
In which case, I will fill the silence with. We bring ill tidings of shadow. We seek your counsel.
After a couple of moments pass, you see the it's called, but like the thing that you can look through indoors, like literally like parts a little bit. Yeah, peephole. Yeah, the eye, like an eye, just appears in it, like a quite crazed eye, and then a second later it shuts, and the door kind of swings open, and you see this pretty raggedy, filthy wizard in brown robes with an old staff, and several squirrels kind of rushing along his body, and a couple of birds in his head. Head nest, I suppose. Yes? What are you doing here? What are you doing with the rose?
I best let one of my traveling companions explain that.
You're not
This is-
servants of darkness, are you?
No,
very
Master
much.
Wizard.
I very much doubt we'd have made it to such close proximity to such a powerful wizard as yourself without incurring some of your wrath if we were servants of darkness. Because I've never met a wizard in my entire life, and they are fucking gods in my eyes. And I turn and point to Arvalan and say, "This is Arvalan, son of Arvalor. I'm Hardwind, son of Herwin." I was reading the same chat, so I nearly went, "And this is Greg."
And this is Greg.
This is Rowley Rush of Rushlight, and
Some have called me Tim.
this is Bartleby. We have been sent by Frandwell to
I
seek
see.
out,
Brandwill, bit of an odd fellow, but come in. I suppose make yourselves at home for a moment. And he lets you into this little wooden cabin with absolutely no seating available. There are no chairs, so he's like, sit down, and you kind of have to like go sit on a table or just remain standing. It's like sitting up on a table with your legs swinging down, or just stand and be somewhat respectable. And he does that as well, and kind of lets you in and says, "Let me see the rose, then."
I present it to him.
He takes it. I I see. I see. And is this in any way related to the recent residency at Dol Guldur?
The
What's
wraiths.
wrong with this man? And he looks at Aralan. There's something wrong with his eyes.
That's my family's rose.
I'm okay. All right then.
He is a descendant of Sigurd, I believe.
Oh.
Yes,
And
Sigurd's
his-
blood flows through your veins.
correct.
So we've been told. And from what we understand is
Surprise.
motherfucker.
What?
Goddamn, Josh.
Sorry.
Don't use such language in my house.
Just get bitch slapped by Squid. They hard one just look. Great and powerful Radagast. We've been sent here because honestly a lot has happened. We were in a place known as Red Vale. And Red Vale had some sort of burial chamber for someone. I have their name somewhere written down, and he reaches through and says, I think Nestine,
Nestrian, yes.
or no, it's no. Who was? Oh God, who was buried there? Was it Nestine?
She was, but she was also buried alongside someone else.
Taraldar. That was it.
Indeed.
Indeed. We encountered someone known as Taraldar.
They cannot be alive, boy.
His wraith rose from the crypt he was buried in.
You challenged me to a fight.
Exactly.
You saw this with your very own eyes? And he looks at Arvalan's mad eyes.
Both of them.
He nods sagely. I see. But I have, well, seen the darkness within mine own forest as of late. I
They
did
fled.
not. They must have fled to regain their power. They do not flee in fear of you, I'm sure.
No.
Right. And you bring me the rose so that you might find the sword.
Yes.
What sword?
Don't worry about it.
The sword of Sigurd, which is rumored to be able to defeat wraiths and Taraldar. The rose is said to lead you to it. I wonder if it does.
Radagast, from what we know, no one knows the Mirkwood like you do. And no one knows nature like you do. We had little choice but to bring this before you and beg for your assistance in this matter.
Well, I suppose I do possess a certain scholarly interest in the rose that you bring before me. It is an item of some value. But more importantly, I care for the forest, and I have seen the creatures of darkness within it. It worries me, the growing darkness at Dol Guldur.
We've encountered some of that darkness. Spiders. We burnt what we could of their webs. But there was injuries.
I see.
Injuries that took some time to recover from. And he points to Aralan, who probably has quite a great deal of scar
His
tissue.
eyes make him look insane already.
Yeah. Just as this one tasted their venom firsthand.
Oh. What did it taste like?
Everyone looks at Aralan expectantly.
Hot cheese.
How specific. Interesting.
That's exactly what it tastes like when you eat a dick.
Hot cheese.
I'm so sorry. We were
2 for 1 special.
we were doing so well. Sorry. Yeah.
What does it taste like, I think?
We
I
What did it
blame
taste like dick.
Dick. Yes, very, very firmly. I blame Revolver for all of this.
Farm dick.
I can firmly say. Oh dear, this has devolved. Radagast says, interesting, very, very interesting. And who do you work for?
Originally, we were tasked to investigate Red Veil by King Bard. But
King
along
Bard.
the way, we ran into some elven scouts. Frandril explained to us that he had his own reasons for protecting or wishing to see Red Veil protected. Some meddlesome man of the lake, woman of the lake in this case, a disgraced advisor, decided to unearth a crypt, and in doing so, supposedly, has unleashed the spirit of Taladar. Though the spirit didn't manifest itself till Aralan himself was in close proximity.
How
None of the
fascinating.
wraiths did.
It's as if they are drawn by your blood.
They said that.
That gives me an idea. Somebody give me a knife.
I hand him a
Marvel.
knife.
He's like,
so quick.
He's like holding the rose in one hand, a knife in the other. And he's like, your hand, please. He points a knife at Arvalan. He
Straight from behind.
cuts off your fingers. Yeah,
All of them.
it's every single
I
one.
can feel.
I can feel my hands.
fingers.
Yeah. Oh yes. You basically see him like make a small incision, just enough to draw like a bead of blood, and he like drips it onto the rose, and you see the he's kind of like whispering some words, and the blood trips Kalima, and then he rips out your heart now. The blood goes onto the rose and seems to stain it an even darker color of red. And from the bottom of the rose, I guess from the stem, there drops a single bead of blood. And he says, "Oh look, it works. Well, that should take you to the sword."
How?
I don't know really, but it is doing something, isn't it? Look. He takes a closer look at it. One would assume that the closer one gets, the more drops of blood will fall. Of course, you might need to keep it a little bit topped up. Ooh,
That shouldn't
that's...
be a problem.
I take a lot of hits.
Right. Yes. Hardwin takes his knife.
Yes, you do.
Arwen just feels a little bad and pats him. You do.
Yes.
Poor guy.
Yes, the enemy will be the one cutting you, obviously.
Oh no, I want to need some more blood. Guess we better find some more orcs.
Yes. Hey, remember that time you jumped out in front of every enemy possible? Do that again real quick.
Do that one.
Do that old chestnut.
By the end of this thing, Arvalan's almost completely sort of drained of all blood, exsanguinated. Radagast says, one would expect you have something of a journey ahead of you. Oh dear. It's a long way from here, you know. I know.
There's something in the forest killing birds.
That's such a fucking random thing to say.
That was like.
He looks at you like,
literally
okay.
Day one of us leaving.
Okay.
It's mannish.
It's Manish.
It's
What
mannish.
does that mean?
What does that mean?
Having the qualities of a man.
Oh, I
It's
see.
man-ish.
Yes, it could be goblinoid. Or a
I
man.
thought that was one. Yeah.
Mannish
What
sounds
what he's trying to
Mannish
inform.
sounds like the Spanish
Man
wrestler
and-
that Mike works out with.
Manish-
Hello,
Manish to me.
Manish is going to help you with your workout today. Manish will make sure you have very nice mustache, no?
It's managed to meet you.
Looks Spanish to me. That was oddly specific. Yeah, so Radagast says, I see. Well, I'll keep a lookout if I see anything, but there are lots of things. Probably a spider, no?
No, it's Manish. It's a man. I chased it and I lost it in the woods.
Humanoid is what he's trying to
I
say.
see. Very well, but I'll keep my eye out, but there's a couple of other pressing issues to look into as well, my boy, you know.
The emissary.
You just
It's
you just
also-
reading through your notes and spewing random shit, mate.
No.
Beorn. Honey cakes.
Rowley's sweet cake makes you feel great. No, the emissary. There's this one's an orc. He's not Manish at all. He's definitely an orc.
I see.
They fought him. They fought a submissary. Rowley, tell him of the submissary.
There was a submissary.
I can't say I understand any of this.
There's an emissary, and he pulls out the whiteboard. There's an emissary.
Probably grabs it and smashes it.
It works.
No.
It works kind of like a pyramid scheme.
Have you
okay? So
heard-
you start off as like an orc.
There's a Gondorian man named Ponzi. There's an emissary at the top, and a lower, but still formidable emissary called a submissary.
I
I
see.
grab a random herb that is just in Radagast's hut, and I cram it in Aralan's mouth to shut him up. And I don't care what it does to him, Will.
No, and the other submissary, you attack Beorn, and then with the emissary,
So-
and then you attack the other.
You've given him the dich plant. Yeah, he is now eating the dich.
Right down to the root of the dick. So, oh god.
It's an elven name, anyway.
Fucking elves.
Good lord.
Radagast, how do we know? Like, do we have any idea how far it's gonna take us?
Well, Arnor is far to the west. I imagine the blood flow will grow stronger the closer you get.
Arnor is somewhere.
To the west.
No, it's somewhere. I know where it is. It's just.
Well, I wasn't too sure at this point.
To the west. No, god damn it.
No, it's not.
I'm the human that isn't fucking incompetent.
I
Right,
see.
Yes, so I understand where it is. It's just what dwells there that worries me. You are more knowledgeable of these things. They say a great evil once dwelled there. A witch king.
Yes, that is very true. The Witch King of Angmar did once live there, but I can't know that he's in residence at the moment.
What exactly is it that we face on that perilous path?
Oh.
There's an elf house, and then there's Bree, and he points to Rowley.
I
Bree's
cram
relatively
as
no-
much.
Let's give him some more D.
Give him some more of the deep.
He's really going at it.
I'm gonna grab some like bandages made out of like leaf or whatever. I'm just gonna shut up. Mike.
You're
Mike, shut up.
just shit talking the entire like country that Rowley's from. He's like, oh, that's pretty nice. Like the rest of the country's just fine.
The journey there should not be too perilous. Merely, yes, what you find when what awaits you there, and I cannot know.
Right. Well,
It seems as the one of you might have some skill at tracking. That I'm sure you would do well in employing.
She's
I
not
look-
here right now.
I look confused at Radagast, as if he's seen something that we haven't.
And yet somehow I knew that Aralan still had a part to play.
God,
Despite it all, I know that Aralan might still have a role to play, whether for good or
this
evil.
is true.
Do not
This
know.
is true. It's one of those things that I know that Arvalan. It's easier to draw blood for him when he's still producing it, and we don't have to carry his corpse. So
It's one of those like callback moments where you hear the voice of Gandalf. It's like, sometimes we take pity upon those and don't kill them, and and you look at him. It's like, and yet despite it all, I do pity him. Come on, Mr. Frodo! It just stabs Arvalan. Yeah. Yeah. Radagast says, Avalanato, good luck on your quest. I'll be here. Fighting back the darkness in the forest as best I can. You can send word, of course.
Is there anything we can do to make your fight a little easier?
There are a large band of spiders in the area that keep coming in and murdering all the animals. They're not far from here to the west. If you were looking to help, you could help me there.
To help one of your order would be an honor.
Hmm.
And he looks to the rest of the party and sort of says, I know it draws us from our original goal. But there's not much that survives this far south. As great a man as he is, I worry for him. And he points to Radagast, who's probably like completely oblivious at this.
Yeah.
Like just combing his beard with a hedgehog.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh. When they start stroking their beard, that's when you know they're evil. Rule number one. So do you guys want to go and check out these spiders? Arvalan's just dying now. He's had a little bit too much dick, I think. Do you guys want to go and check out the spiders and like help a wizard out, or do you want to head straight onto the
Help a
task at
brother
hand?
out. Like Hardwin literally, yeah, like
Give him a helping hand as
this
it
guy's
were.
like this guy's like a god. There's like how many wizards are there? There's like
Five,
five,
yeah.
I believe, yeah. In the world, like Hardwin's well up for fucking helping Radagast. This guy's the bomb. But it's
So
up to you guys.
as Arvalon blinks and slowly comes down,
Yeah.
he looks to Radagast and says, I am Arvalon, son of Avalon.
I knock him
I
the fuck out.
No, wait.
Before you
cousin-
knock me out.
Wait, shut up.
I wait.
Your cousin sent my father here. He had a task for him at the last White Council to watch over these woods and the growing darkness in the south. He is dead, and it appears as though I have failed. If we could help you with these spiders and you could send us on our way to Arnor. I hold no good tidings for that land. They're as bad as the men of Gondor. No offense, Hardwin. We've had our words.
It seems as though the dick has had a sobering effect on you.
Fucking Christ.
You've already got to get the phlegm. The dick. Very well.
It's French, we have to import it.
Yeah.
The dick will really bring you down.
Yeah,
That's why it smells.
it's great come
It's
down.
the taste of hot cheese.
It's a really good come down food.
We get it from France.
Greg, remember, this is all your fault.
Directly.
This one specifically is all your fault.
Directly piped in from France, yeah. Yes, he says,
Piping hot.
very well, and I will thank you in advance. As I said, they have a glade to the west. You can find them there.
Hey. And the dick is coming. Yeah, we're gonna.
At this point, Rally kind of ushers everybody out.
I believe this is the end. Let us go. Let us go.
This is the end.
This is the end for you.
And
You guys go
as-
outside.
just
What
draws a
can
note
you
across
see?
that
Yeah.
as Rally
He steals Radagast. Fuck him.
as Rally ushers everybody out, he turns around at the last second and doing the classic like Dick Van Dyke sweep. He takes a huge amount of the dick and he says,
My friend seems to really like it.
he
walks in.
He takes as much dick as he can handle.
I just imagine
Fistfuls
like
of
Rowley
dick.
walking out, like Rowley ushering everyone out. He looks to Radagast with a knowing, sad look, and he takes the double-barrel shotgun that's hung above the door.
Above the Winchester.
He just takes Aralan out the back. He's look at the webs.
Tell me about the rabbits,
Tell me about
Arvalon.
the
Tell me about the rabbits.
Oh, good
The
lord.
emissary.
You're going to a glade.
You're going to a glade far away in the west. There'll be lots of dick.
You can run double-handed with dick.
Double fisted dick.
Double down on that dick.
Right. I want to go kill some shit. So Hardwin, yeah. We'll ask for directions and set off.
Of course you will. So, yes, as you guys set off, fistfuls of dick in hand,
Bag of dick.
to ban indeed a full bag,
Sacks
one
of
full
dick.
sack of holy dick. I think that's the perfect opportunity to wrap up tonight's game before this goes on any longer.
Let's just wrap that dick.
Let's just wrap that dick up in a big.
That's only a responsible person.
It really is the only thing we can do at this point.
Kids, if you learned something today, it's just wrap that dick.
Always protect. Always protect.
Always protect your dick.
if you're not attacked, make sure you protect.
I'd like to apologize to chat.
Yeah.
For introducing the
Greg?
cocaine and everything else.
Yes.
Greg, you can't apologize, okay? You willingly turned around to this party and you went, let's do some speed. And it's not okay. Drugs are
Speed
not
that
okay,
lasts for
guys.
3 days. Yes. Once again.
I will never take. I will never admit to that.
It's okay. We
And
have
yet
you
there is
literally
video
on record.
evidence. Yeah. Which will
It's all
be
fake.
forever. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. That's where, indeed, background go, where we're going to wrap up tonight's episode of Journey into Middle-earth. Perhaps the most shenanigan-based one yet. And hopefully Kira can bring some sanity back to us next week. Of course, we'll be back tomorrow, which is, Tuesday? I'll be on Arvin Alaron's channel for more Middle-earth at 12 p.m. Eastern with That Salty Ginger, and Tarratoons and Trendane. It's gonna be a good fucking time, my friends. And then we'll be on for a long march, Josh?
Oh, yeah.
We're on for a long march at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Encounter Roleplay, so joining us then live for that fantastic dark fantasy game. Fantastic. Let's go around the cast and crew, of course, and figure out if we enjoyed ourselves, where we find each other online. Let's start with Mike.
So yeah, I had the worst 2 weeks. This was the worst annual training in 10 years of being in the military. And so this was the best game to come back to right now. Guys, I've been here for over a year, and I love the dick. So I'm glad to share that experience with everyone else.
Oh yeah,
So I'm glad to share the dick with the entire cast.
you really do have
But
to
you
share.
you can find me here every Monday until Will gets sick of me and kicks me off the show. And you can also find me Tuesday to Thursday over on my channel, Unmade Gaming, on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, all that fun stuff. So see you there.
Fantastic. Revolver.
Yeah, that was the most dick-filled stream I've ever been a part of. So
So much dick in there.
yeah, that was bizarre, but I had fun.
That was bizarre, wasn't it?
You can find me at Revolver C on Twitch and Revolver C TV on Twitter. I am a late night variety broadcaster. I'm actually taking a month off because I'm trying to get the moving situation
Nice.
in order, and then I'll be back in rocking.
Fantastic. And Greg.
Had a great time. I was a spectator laughing at this. I'd like to personally apologize to Revolver because he had to sit here and be a part of all this shenanigans that I
Oh, that was okay.
instigated. Had a great time. No, in all seriousness, I maybe we could bring it down next. I won't provide cocaine next week. Maybe it'll be
Bit of a come down.
better. Yeah, a little bit.
No, we've established that you can
No,
start
you
charging
can't. No, you
next week.
can't have it next week. You
Next
cannot
week
have
you're
it
gonna
next
start
week.
charging.
I don't have anything in my hand, like money or
You can have dick
PayPal.
in your hand.
I'll take
if you
PayPal.
want.
Like it's a PayPal.
Bushel of dick.
Oh, a whole bushel of
Dude,
dick.
check out chat, man. There's a ton of dick stuff in there.
It's hashtag dick stuff.
It is, dude. It's hashtag dick, man. It's just full on dick. Okay, anywho. Love being
Fantastic.
here. 4 to 7 on Mondays. Join me if you want to on Wednesdays from 1 to 4 doing Call of Cthulhu where I play Pat. Have a great time. Love playing with these guys. Love Encounter Roleplay. It is a godsend for me personally. Have a great time playing with you guys. See you next week.
Fantastic. And last but and by no means least, Josh.
Yeah, that was an episode. It's been great. Literally, I've been looking forward to this all week, and it did not disappoint in any way. It satisfied me fully to full completion, and I'm so glad. I can't thank you guys enough. But guys, I don't want to. Right, I'm gonna say this real quick before Will cuts me off. We're recording super secret stuff, like straight after stream, and I'm so hyped. Oh god, there's so many juicy exclusives coming your way, so keep your eyes peeled on Encounter Roleplay.
Yeah, check out the Turncloaks Pod Twitter tonight because there may be some more things on there. Yeah.
And yeah, you guys can find me here. I'll be here tomorrow night. We will be playing something that's slightly less light-hearted. The party have literally last episode, a party member was flayed by high-pressure steam vents.
That was fun.
Because yeah, it was wonderful, and a horse was as well, and they're both fine. But it was super awkward. There was a naked dwarf who had a fight with everyone in a sauna, or tried to, and was repeatedly hit by steam blasts. So yeah, if you want to get involved in that, absolutely check out the Long March, as the Long March is truly about to start. And
no worries. Fantastic. Yes. We are going briefly to record more Dungeons and Dragons. 6 hours hasn't been enough. Turncloaks are recording tonight, so that is launching, of course, September 4th, along with our big relaunch and all the sexy things that are happening in the new season. And a week from now, everything is being announced on the Weekly Necromancer, during which I'll be streaming for 9 hours a day of Dungeons & Dragons, an extra game every single night. So really excited, looking forward to that, friends. And we are just, exactly a month away now from September 4th and all of the things that are very exciting. Once again, I'll tease you with my official letter thingies. Woo! And yeah, that's exciting. We'll be back very shortly tomorrow, like I said, 12 Eastern on Arvanello's channel, and then 4 p.m. With the Long March. We're going to go host someone that we never hosted before. His name is Ironhype. He's streaming some Dungeons & Dragons. We're going to go over there. Apparently the Meepo's in chat. Fuck yeah. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, try not to draw too many net ones, because we want to be laughing when you do. Good night, everybody.